But yeah, you can use your phone or your computer, either or iPad. Mm. Okay. Mm, if she is, she hasn't been commenting or anything. Yeah, I'm not really sure. But I'll be on here regardless of whether or not anybody comes. Okay. No, I'm just laughing because I'm looking at myself and this is all gonna be recorded. So it's funny. All right. All right. Bye bye. Hey Zen, how are you? Hey Mama, how are you? Hold up. Sorry, you guys. Let me give you an update. So first off, let me put the banner up here and then let you all know what I've been up to before we start sprinting at uh, around 7:45. So in about 20 or 30 minutes, because I got a lot to say. Now, y'all, I don't know if you know what's going on here. I have a jacket on, a sweater, a turtleneck, cowl neck, and another shirt underneath this because I live in Texas and it's cold and I'm not used to this. I'm just now getting home. I'm running late. Um, so I do apologize for taking my sweet time getting here. But let me tell you the backstory before you all tell me what you're doing. You can say it in the comments if you want to. Let me know what you're going to be reading, what you're going to be doing as far as exercise, or what you're going to be doing to be productive during this sprint. But it's cold. Well, for me, it's cold. Vin lives in the UK, and he's saying that it's -6 degrees there, Celsius. I don't know what that is Fahrenheit. Let's do a search. Hold up. Hold on. My husband's calling. I'm going to put you on mute. Hold on. Sorry, y'all. I'm back. So it's cold. It's 27 degrees Fahrenheit here. I don't know. Let me look real quick to see how much that is Celsius. Because then he said he's still up right now. It's 1 o'clock a.m. where he is, and it's 7 o'clock p.m. here. Um, we are in the same Discord together, and I oftentimes complain about it being cold, but I know that over there it's a different kind of cold than here, or people are used to being cold over there than it is over here. I'm not used to being cold. As you can see, I have bundles. But I'm just coming in the house from being outside. It is cold, 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 cold. Let's see, -6 degrees Celsius. That's in Celsius, right then? Or is it in Fahrenheit that you're giving to me? In Fahrenheit. Okay, 21. So we're pretty close to you all. We most likely will be 21 degrees either by tonight, if not by tonight, tomorrow. And I don't like it. I don't like the cold. Um, Shout out to my mama. She's here on the live as well. She's in the comments. Say hello to mama, y'all. Before we get started, though, I'm going to let you all know what I've been up to as far as why I was late and why I thought it was smart to leave the house when the temperatures are this bad and this scary. I left the house late. because I'm a habitually late person. Anybody that knows me knows that I'm always late. And I get to the tire place at like 4 o'clock or maybe like three something. No, it was four, I think. We get to the tire place. I pay for the tires, and they're like, okay, your tire's gonna be done by 5:15 or earlier. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have lots of time to get back home. No. While I'm sitting there, the man, like 3 or 4 people came to me and kept saying, are you sure you want to stay? Because our pipe had bursted. So they have like the pipe that has the air that goes to the tires. The pipe had bursted. So I was like, oh, I don't know. So I kept saying, oh, I can wait. And they were like, are you sure? Because you can go to another place down the street. Now, me, I don't trust people easily, especially when it comes to my car and stuff. So I know this place. I trust them. So I said, no, I trust you all. So that's why I'm not going to go to the other place. I'll just wait. So I stayed there, and I wasn't done till like 6:30. Then on top of that, I was waiting for my husband because he had went to the store to go and get some clothes. So I thought he was close by. He was still at the store. And I was like, look, I'm trying to wait, but I got to go. Like, I have things to do. And so he's like, hold on. I'm going to call you back. I couldn't wait. So I just left to go and get gas because I didn't want to have to go get gas later. I get to the gas station. Barely anybody is there. They're already closing off the roads and stuff. So I'm like panicking because I'm like, how am I going to get home? I left out a part. I know I'm going really fast, y'all. Yes, then I shouldn't be that cold. This is criminal. I hate this so much. I don't like being cold. So, hey, mama. Then said, hey, mama. And then my mama said, praise the Lord. Then that's how she said, praise the Lord. I'm sorry. I know I'm going all over the place. Mind you, I forgot this part. So this is what made me panic the most. So before I even got to the tire place, I'm driving and I'm not thinking that the streets are already frozen. So I'm going up like this little incline, and all of a sudden I see this car coming down towards me. And I'm like, no, not today. Oh my God. It was just so much. It was like 4 or 5 cars trying to back up because that one car was coming down towards all of us. Then I guess it realized, okay, let me just go slow and maybe I won't slide down. So the car goes up. After seeing that, you would think that everybody else would be smart and say, okay, let me slow down. Don't go too fast. So everybody was going kind of slow, but then there was cars behind us that were going kind of fast. I started losing control of my car when I got to the top of that hill. I was swerving, and it was just a lot. It's a lot, but I'm here. So I'm going to decompress. Why does it say that my camera is gone? Yeah, I'm going to decompress. And it looks like my camera is acting wonky. I don't know what's going on. It may be too cold. That's maybe the reason why it's acting like this. But in the comments, let me know what you all will be doing. What will you be reading during this sprint? We're going to be doing 30-minute sprints and then a 10-minute break in between each of them for about 2 hours. Initially, it was going to be till 9 o'clock, but since I didn't get on here till late, we'll go on until we finish. Let's see. I think that should be like 3 sprints. Yes, that sounds like 3 sprints. So 3 30-minute sprints with 3 30-minute breaks. That's what the goal is. So let me see how I can fix my camera. Okay, I'm back. It's faint. But I'm here. So yeah, in the comments, let me know. Like I said, we're going to be sprinting at the 45-minute mark, possibly. This is the time for you all to just chit chat in the comment section. How was you all's day? What did you all get done today? If you didn't get anything done today, how did you spend your lazy Monday? Today is Martin Luther King Day, Martin Luther King Jr. Day here in the U.S. So there were most likely a lot of festivities that had went on earlier today. And if they didn't go on earlier today, they maybe were canceled for the nighttime events or evening events because the weather is not treating us right. Let's see. Vin says going to do a bit more Lost in the Neverwoods, probably only for first sprint, but wanted to say hello. Well, hello, Vin. Thank you so much for coming by. It means a lot to me because I know that like the time zones are completely different. So anytime you pop up and it's like a time that most people should be sleeping, my heart. Thank you so much. Lost in the Neverwoods. I remember you saying that you were reading that book, and I think I said that any book that has woods in it, I usually don't have good luck Good luck with them. But let me know if it's gotten any better. I think the last time we spoke to each other, you said that the characters were kind of like paper thin, so I guess they don't have much dimension to them. Has it gotten any better, or is it still the same where you feel like it could have been developed more? For me, I'll be reading There's No Way I Die First by Lisa Springer. And it's a book that I had chosen for, not chosen, it's part of my book club, not my book club, but a book club that I'm in called the Horror Host Support Group. We're having our first meeting on Wednesday, so we have to read between, I think, from chapters 1 to chapter 15. I think up to chapter 15, we have to read. And at first, I didn't like it. I will say that much. I'll give you more details later in the next break. But at first I didn't like it, but now it's growing on me. So I'm enjoying the book. I'm surprised. Well, it's a Peter Pan retelling, not read anymore. Oh, okay. See, I completely forgot that Lost in the Neverwoods was a Peter Pan retelling. And you know what? I feel like that's one of those books I may have to read the original. I'm only familiar with the Peter Pan story based on Disney, so I'm not really sure how it is the original. I know a lot of people said it's kind of dark, so I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully it's a little bit better than what I'm dealing with now. I'm also reading Treasure Island by Steve Lewis. What's his name? Hold up. Steve. What is that man's name? Long audiobooks. I don't remember. The guy that wrote, where is it? I'm looking through my Libby. Oh, Robert Louis Stevenson. I was pretty close. I'm reading his book, and it's not dark, but I'm pretty sure it's going to get there pretty soon. I'm hoping that if I were to pick up Peter Pan, I don't feel as disappointed as I do in Treasure Island. But then again, I'm not really a swashbuckling girly. I don't really do the seafaring stories that much. And if they are done, like they have to be done a certain kind of way for me to be really, really into it. I'm not into let's get on this ship and go and be pirates and steal people's money or their booty. I'm taking my own self out. But yeah, I'm not into that. But I was into the retelling, so maybe that's what it is for me. Maybe the retelling is better than the original for me at all times. Who knows? It's been a long time since I read it. You know what I'm like for avoiding. Yes. Same. I'm like, classics, they're okay. But they're not my jam. I tried to get into them when I was younger, when I was in high school. And I think just like picking them apart and analyzing them just made me avoid them like the plague. But I'm hoping now that in my older age that I'll pick them up more often. I'm going to be picking up I think it's a Japanese classic this year. I still need to buy the book. It's called Tales of something. And it's like a 1,800 page book, I believe so. But I've been seeing a lot of people reading it, so I wanted to read it as well. Tales of. I'm gonna find it later because if I try to find it now, I'll be wasting more time. Tale of something. I hate that I can't remember it because I do need to purchase the book to read it. Speaking of purchasing books, pretty soon, if you all don't know this, I have a buddy reading group. The poll or the survey is going to be closed pretty soon. So go on ahead and take your time, peruse through the choices for February through December. Our February book is going to be Across That Bridge by John Lewis. Let me see if I can show you the picture of the book. John Lewis. And we're going to read that in February for Black History Month. John Lewis has done a lot. He's passed away now, but he's done a lot in his time, especially for civil rights and any kind of social justice. He was there at the forefront. So this is the book that we'll be reading here in February. I need to figure out what that book is called. Let's see. I'm going through comments. There seems to have been a bit of a boom for people reading Japanese literature the last few months. Yes, I agree. I've noticed that as well. And I don't know if it's because we have more translated works that are coming out in the last couple of years. We had I'm not really sure if the coffee, what's it called? The coffee runs cold. Before the coffee runs cold. I'm not sure if that's translated, but I feel like it is. Before the coffee gets cold. Is that translated? I don't think that's, is it? Hold up. Yeah, I don't think it's translated. At least in the front of the book does not say it's translated. But yes, you're right. A lot of Japanese literature has been coming up lately. There's another book that had a cat on the front. I forgot the name of it. Then The Tale of Genji. That's the book I was talking about. That's 1,800 some thousand, 1,800 pages long. I'm trying to think of some other ones. I know that, of course, we always see the anime and the manga and stuff, but now it's it's like, for whatever reason, a lot of the classics are resurfacing, and even the modern classics. There's one book that I wanted to read. It has a like an umbrella on the front of it. I forgot the name of it, but I wanted to read it because Dee Dee from Brown Girl Reading, she had read it for her book club, and it sounded really interesting. It is a refuge. Okay. Oh, so it is translated. Okay, I wasn't sure. I knew it was Japanese, but I wasn't sure if Before the Coffee Gets Cold was a translated work. Everyone say welcome to Christina. She says, hi, hope everyone is well. Listening to The Engagement Party by Darby Kane while we're working on my journal and my steps. Sharing it won't quit snowing. So let's read with friends. Joy with the like button. Yes, you all. Go ahead. Give me a thumbs up. If you aren't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. And she's right. Yeah. They won't stop the snowing. Oh my God. I know I look like a snow person because I'm cold. I wouldn't be surprised if like my nail beds become purple if I go outside too long, because it's not my jam. It's not my jam. Not at all. Welcome, Christina. What's your temperature where you are right now, Christina? Where I am is 20. Let me check again. It may be lower than 27 now. Let me see. Okay, no, not that bad. It's 28. So this is what it's looking like now in good old Houston, Texas. And whew, I don't like it. Oh my God. Mm-mm. My husband said he's on the way home. I feel like he maybe got lost. No, I'm just kidding. I sent him to the store to get us some hot chicken, so I could add it to maybe like some vegetables or some soup or something. Because I really don't want to be in the kitchen that long. So I'm like, just go ahead and get some chicken that's already cooked, and then we'll eat it when you get home. But yeah, he should be down the street somewhere and on the way home pretty soon. Let's see. What did I click on already? Oh, okay. The Cat Who Saved the Books. Yes. Let me see. Have I seen it? And it's colorful on the front. The Cat Who Saved. We're going to be sprinting you all in 10 minutes. So at 45, that's where we're going to start. The Cat Who Saved the Books. I've also wanted to get into, speaking like Japanese literature, I've always wanted to try to get into like the Japanese, is it like murder mystery? But I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I may not be, what's it called, mindfully inclined, smart enough to get it. Oh, okay. Yes. That's the book. The Cat Who Saved the Books. Mm-hmm. What is in? Vin said it's really, really good. Was a 5-star read for me last year. Oh, okay, so I'm gonna have to pick it up pretty soon. I kind of like this year. I know I didn't put out any kind of videos about my goals because I don't really stick to my goals like that. I just want to do better than I did the year before, and I don't want to put a number on it. But I did make a TBR for myself. I'm trying to stick to it. But every now and then, if I can like shimmy in something that's under 300 pages, then I will. I've noticed that if I have something that's under 300 pages, I'm more likely to get it done than I am anything that's over that. Even though my sweet spot is between 300 and 500, I can get more under 300 page books read in a year. But yeah, I have that on my list. The Cat Who Saved Books. Who Saved Books, yes. Let's see, what am I? One more. Oh, to honor MLK Day, I opened A Bridge to Cross by Congressman John Lewis. While I am familiar with his political journey and lived during his lifetime, I can identify with his views. Okay, so what? This is my mother. Hey, Mama. I know I already said hey, but I'm gonna say it again. She's reading our book club pick, Reading Beyond the Book Cover. Buddy reads with Reading Beyond the Book Cover book club pick for February, because Black History Month is February here in the US, and to basically read about other fallen, I don't want to call them fallen heroes, kind of sort of, besides MLK, because yes, he was at the forefront, but there were people behind him that were also, his right and left hand people, or the people that are his or were his advisors. And I think it's important that we take the opportunity to get to know about them. Like, what were their contributions to all of the different social justice movements that happened, not only here, but just like globally. So yeah, good on you for starting. How do you like it so far? Is it okay? Is it a challenging read? Do you feel like you've learned more about them or not? It's not started snowing here yet, just frozen. Wonderful northern English weather. Well, what happens? Like, if it does start to snow, like, you still need to leave the house to do things? I don't understand how that works. Like, my mind can't wrap around the fact that you all still move around when the grounds are slick. Yeah, I don't get it. Let me share this with my sister. She's trying to get in there. Let me see. Next one. Okay, I got that. Mama already sent Trisha a link. She'll most likely get in here later. Let's see. Christina said, it is 17 here right now, but it looks like a snow globe. We have got over 3 feet of snow in the last 2 days. Mother Nature was behind, so she so she is dumping it all at once. That scares me. 3 feet is like the size of a toddler, isn't it? Oh no, Christina, 3 feet. How do you leave the house? Like, do you all just like wake up with a shovel and then, just make a pathway and hope that it doesn't fill up by the time you go and do what you need to do and come back home? I know I sound kind of, what is the word? Like, I've never left my hometown. I have left my hometown. I just never left to go any place that had snow. So I'm always just amazed that people stay in places where they have 3 feet of snow. Oh, you see, I'm bundled up. I don't have time to be cold. No. Let's see, still working. Still working through my Read What You Own challenge. Not meant to be buying books, but that's not. Oh, just let you all know, Vin's Book Corner. Vin is a booktuber as well, and he's participating in the Read What You Own challenge, and he's trying not to buy books. He's trying not to, and that's all he can do, is the best he can, which is not buy books. But I've seen that he's made great progress through his challenge. I think you're like 30 out of 50 now, right? Or the 20 out of 30. I remember seeing a post recently, and I remember I liked it, but I don't remember the specific numbers, but I know you've been making great progress. 3 foot of snow, though. Yeah, right. I'm the same way. You can keep that snow because I don't want it. I'm sorry, Vin. I would say let's trade places, but I don't. I've been to London, and you all go through like 4 seasons in one day, and I got sick while I was out there because it's like the temperatures never stay consistent. It's just doing too much. Hey, Amal. Hello, peeps. Reading I See London on NetGalley, and then reading I'm Not Your Perfect Mexican Daughter for the Boot Camp Readathon. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Oh, that reminds me. So we'll be doing some exercises. I mean, I am cold, so I only can do so much. I'm just messing with y'all. I'm being goofy. We will be doing some exercises, a little bit more like a sit and be fit. So we'll be doing like some arm stretches for a good minute if you're able to. If you're not able to, hold your arms up for maybe like 10 seconds. 20 if you can push a little bit further. Some leg raises, sitting leg raises. If you want to stand up, you can do that as well, just to get your blood moving and pumping. And then make sure you have Your water. You know how I am about water. Drink your water, y'all. But welcome, Amal. So excited to see you here. And I'm so excited to see you'll be reading not one, but two books. Let's see. Then I live on a hill, so walking to work is fine. I just, that's more of a challenge. Yeah, that would be. I hope that you have some special shoes to make it down, not down, to make it back up. Oh, Lord. I think I would just stay. I give up. I always say that if I ever were to be in a situation where I'm being robbed, I think I would just lay there, just take just take everything. And so in your case, if I had to walk back up that hill, I don't think I would make it back up the hill. No. I'm gonna have to find some place to stay for a while until I feel like my mind is ready to tackle that. Because I actually fell down the hill before going down. I was walking to work and it was raining. My umbrella went inside out, so it was collecting water, and then I slid down some cobblestones. I have the worst luck when it comes to hills, if you can't tell. Hola, hola, hola. Hey, Lachette, how are you doing today? Thank you for coming by. I'm looking through the comments, y'all. I'm sorry if I'm like doing all this. We're going to start sprinting in 2 minutes, just letting you all know. So we're going to do a 30-minute sprint. And then after that, we're going to do a 10-minute break to, talk it up and catch up to see how far all of us have made it into our books. Yes, you could lose. Yes, that's what I was thinking, because 3 feet is a lot. Oh, my gosh. Christina said, I try not to leave my house. See, that's what I should have done today. I should not have left the house, but I was risking it all. Me and my husband, we both feel like fools, but at least we got what we need to get done, which was me getting new tires. I had to get gas, he had to get clothes. And then, we will just stay in the house tonight and tomorrow because he has to go to work on Wednesday. My job actually sent us a text message and let us know, don't come to work tomorrow. So, yay. But at the same time, I'm going to just be in this house. I'm used to doing stuff, so I'm going to most likely do something. I've been slowly going through catching up on Chucky, the TV series. Let me know if any of you all watch the Chucky TV series, because I need somebody to talk to about it. I have a coworker that's watched already, so it's like I have to always kind of refresh what she's seen already. But it's a good show. It's a good show. Let me see. I'm catching up I'm going to catch up through these comments, and then we're going to start in a minute. Hubby spent a few hours shoveling today so he can go to work, but it kept coming. See, that's what I was thinking. You can't catch up. As soon as you start shoveling, there's more coming down. It's like, what is the purpose? I think I would get frustrated. Lachette said 3 feet is how we get those picturesque landscape photos and such. Yes. So it's like, let's be thankful for the snow when we're not in it. I don't mind looking at it, but I don't want to be in it. I don't think we've ever had 3 feet of anything here, at least not in my lifetime. This is, I have bought as many as I have read. Okay, I think that's okay. It's like you're breaking even every time. As long as you don't have a lot of unread books, you're all right with me. No judgment from over here. Vince, I would hit 30 once I finish. Okay. So I was like, I feel like you've made a lot of progress in your read what you own challenge. More than I would have. I think I have maybe 200 and something books that I haven't read. And I need to count on my books. That reminds me, I have to do a tag pretty soon. But I have a lot of books that I have not read. And that's my own fault because I keep borrowing books from the library. I'm just like, I know I have physical books here, but the library is there and it has newer books. So I just keep checking out books there. Bad, Jaleesa. Are you okay, Lachette? Talk about you. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I miss snow like that. You do? I mean, I've never seen it in person to even want to miss it. But what does it feel like? I guess that's my main question. Is it solid? Because here we've had snow before and it gets solid, hot, hard. It's not flurry. It's not soft. It's the kind where you throw it and it feels like a rock hits you. And I don't want that. Knock on wood. Hopefully it doesn't get like that. London is warmer than Manchester. They get sun. Yes, there was a lot of sun there, and then it rained, and then it got windy, and it was just too much happening, and I got sick. At one point, I was like, oh my God, like just cut my nose off because I couldn't breathe. Oh no, that's horrible. Yeah, he has to go up the hill. Oh Lord. Let's see. I don't even own boots, just train. What? Then I'm gonna need you to like move some of that boot money, not boot money, the book money to some boot money so that you can feel comfortable when you're walking up and down the hill. What I'm gonna do, you all, since I know I'm going and going, I'm gonna stop here. I'm gonna pull up the timer. I'm gonna leave this comments up here, so I'll know where to start at after the sprint. So I'm gonna do 30-minute sprint, and then we're gonna come back and jump back into the comments. So I'm gonna put the timer on now. Thank you to all of you that are here. And I'm gonna put the timer on that has no sound. I hope that's okay with you all. Maybe next time I'll put a survey up to ask what you prefer. Hey, Nicole. Hey, Hannah. I see you all's comments. I'm going to go ahead and just put it up there. Might as well. See, I'm lying to myself. This is the host here of the Boot Camp Readathon. You all go ahead and check out her channel. This is not Nicole. This is not Nicole. It's Courtney. Courtney, me and my mama, we were watching back the last sprints, and she had a good time. My mother's actually here now. Wilma Washington, she's in the comments section. So I got her on here, and she was like, "Oh, I like this." So, Hannah, she said she's joining a little late, hoping to work on scholarship. Oh, scholarship application in next sprint. Go on ahead then. How much is the scholarship for? You know, nowadays, I don't know how much they actually give people for a scholarship. I always wonder how much. Because when I was in school, I think the highest I got was maybe 2,000? Something like that. But I also went to HBCU my first year, and I think that's how I got most of my scholarships. After I left the HBCU and went to a PWI, that money dried up. So I had to go and apply for some other scholarships and stipend programs just to cover some of my books and whatnot at school. Let's see. I know I'm going all over the place. I do apologize, y'all. I'm cold. I was rushing to get back here, and Lord knows I'm trying. I do apologize if you hear a lot of noise as well. I can hear my husband before he gets to this door. I hear him right now. And I'm going to have to tell him to be quiet or tone down because he's loud. 30-minute timer. Abiola? I'm on a live stream. Okay. Abby, can you go over there? I don't know if you all heard me, but I said happy reading. You all, I'll see you in 30 minutes. Hello. I turned the volume down because I didn't want it to scare anybody. I know it would scare me. How did you all do during that 30-minute sprint? I was able to get through about 3% of my book. I am currently reading There's No Way I Die First by Lisa Springer. I think I remember telling you all I was thinking about not necessarily finishing the book because I was getting a little bit not necessarily annoyed. Well, no, yeah, I'm gonna say annoyed. I was getting annoyed at the pop culture references in this book, but that aside, I'm loving it. And it's an easy read. It's going by really fast. It's fast paced. I'm enjoying it. And I'm laughing. And at the same time, I'm like scared at some parts. So I'm really enjoying the book so far. I'm at the 37% mark. My goal is to finish it. If not tonight, by tomorrow night, because I have a book club meeting on Wednesday and we're going to discuss like the first 15 chapters. So I'm going to try to hold myself back from reading the entire book, but I feel like I won't. I feel like I'm going to finish the book and I'm going to just be ahead, which is fine. It's okay. It's okay. But let me go through these comments. There are more that have popped up. Even though we have on here the break is going to be 10 minutes, I most likely will go over a little bit because I want to get through the comments. But this is the time for you all to share with you all what you all have done during a 30-minute sprint. Also to get some movement in. I feel a little bit like a 10 woman, so I will be standing up in a bit and most likely going through these comments. So let me get up. You all can get up too. This is part of the Boot Camp Readathon, so we're encouraging movement. If you need to get your steps in, go ahead, stand up. Don't mind all the layers. I am cold. If you missed the first couple of minutes, y'all, it's cold here, and I'm just trying to get my mind right. So that requires several layers. So let's see. I'm gonna move in place, and I don't know where the comments at. I'm not able to see them in StreamYard. Maybe it'll come up pretty soon. I can see you all's comments on YouTube. But for whatever reason, StreamYard is taking a while to show me the new comments. But I see here my last comment that I saw was about getting a ski lift. Christina said, maybe you need one of those tow lines they use at ski hills to get back up. She was talking in reference to Vin. He was saying that he lives on the top of a hill, and when he goes down the hill, it's no problem. But getting back up after a long work day is where there's a task. Then you have Hannah. She said she was joining in a little late, but hoping to work on a scholarship application. Oh, here are the comments. They finally came up. A scholarship application in the next sprint. Then Courtney said hello. My mama said she's scared of Chucky's face. Chucky can be a little bit scary, but I think that once you've seen his face look ugly, he no longer looks scary. At least that's how it is with me. I feel like the scariest version of Chucky was the original from 1988. He looked a little bit too real. Let's see. Vince said Chucky is a bit taboo around where I am because of something that happened when the movie was out. Then, if you are still in the comment section, let us know what that was. What was it that was taboo about Chucky in your area? Because I didn't know about that. Okay. Christina said not 3 feet all at once. Well, we're talking about snow then. Okay. I'm scrolling up, trying to make sure I can show the comments as I'm reading them. I know you all can see them, but for the sake of the recording of this, I want to make sure that I also show the comments. And then Lachette said, yeah, hills are prevalent here in the Bronx. All the big ones have banisters or stairs to mitigate the sliding of people. Oh, okay. And she said, we get all types of snow, but none really in 2 years. Just flurries that melt on contact. See, I can deal with that. But if it's the kind that we had once upon a time here in Houston, I don't want that. It felt like almost like snow cone ice. It didn't feel good. I didn't like that. Let's see. Okay, here it is. So we have a woman said, I prefer paperback, and she'll flip in the pages and entering notes. I was reading on my phone. I use my Kindle. I have several devices. So I use this Kindle here. Sometimes I read on my laptop. Sometimes I read on my phone. I have an iPad, a Kindle Fire, a Nook. Like I'm a reading fool. And the reason why I have so many is because if one dies on me, I can just pick up the next one and keep on going. So that's my thought process. What is going on? The wrong comment is up here. I selected this one where my mother was saying. Okay, yeah. So she said that she prefers paperback, enjoys flipping the pages and entering notes. Well, how do you all feel about that? Like, are you more of a digital reader like I am, or are you more of like a physical reader? You have to hold it in your hands. Take this time, you all. Get you some water, move around, because reading is a sedentary activity. It don't have to be. So that's why we're encouraging you to move. Get on up. Hello, Courtney. Christina said hello to Courtney. Lachette said hello to Courtney as well. And Courtney said hello to my mama. Everybody saying hello. Hello, hello. When you enter a room, what do you say? You say hello. And if you can't say hello, you can wave. So it's always good to either leave a word or leave an emoji. About to say an icon. You can leave that too, but leave an emoji. Courtney said that sometimes her mother comes to the sprints but doesn't type. Tell your mama to say hello. Like and even if she doesn't want to like type words, an emoji, something. So, you'll know she's there. But I'm pretty sure you can see her in the background. So maybe I guess it doesn't really matter that much. But I always encourage people to say hello when they come in. Hannah, what is 5,000? Is it 5,000? I don't know. Oh no, never mind. I'm sorry. Now I remember. Hannah said she's doing a scholarship. She's doing a scholarship application, and the scholarship is 5,000. That's good. Is it 5,000 for like one semester, a year, or is it spread out amongst 4 years? Because sometimes in universities and these corporations and stuff, they give you stuff, and they're like, "Oh, it's $5,000," but it's split over time. It reminds me of some of the stuff where I work at. We get gifts and pledges. So, for example, there may be this big high dollar, what's the word I was talking about? Donor, and the donor will give the school $10 million, and you see the article in the newspaper. You're like, oh my gosh, that person gave $10 million. Look, boo boo, it's not $10 million at one time. That $10 million is split over time. So it's like at the end of the day, is it really helping me right now? For a little bit, but not for the whole. You know what I mean? So I get it. 5,000 is a lot, though. It can cover quite a bit. I don't know how much books cost now, but I know back in my day, back in 2006, 2007, $500 can cover a good grip of your books. Maybe not all of your supplies and stuff, but at least the books. Going through everybody saying hello. Then you have Nate. That's my sister. She's currently reading King, A Life. I don't know if you all have been seeing like this tweet going around, but there's a certain section in the book where they're basically saying that Martin Luther King had this is allegedly, I don't know, he had a second wife. And so I sent that to my mother and my sister, and I was like, I'm going to read this book. So this is one of the books that I'm going to be reading throughout the year for my buddy reads who are reading beyond the book cover, because I got to know. I want to know, what is it that was not necessarily hidden, but I guess what is something that we never really found out about the people that we've grown up to look up to? Now, I know it's like, okay, the man is dead and gone in the ground, and we've done all this stuff as far as making sure he's well revered, and we only see him in a positive light. But it's like, is that healthy? I personally think that it's best to know all sides of people, but I can understand how like learning something like this, as far as like the extramarital affairs and whatnot, it can kind of put like a wet blanket on someone when it comes to the person that they looked up to. But yeah, I'm going to be reading this throughout the year. King, A Life. And I think it's by Jonathan Eig. E-I-G. Okay, more hellos. I'm not going to click all the hellos, you all, because my computer is going slow. But just know everyone's talking to each other, and that's what we like over here at Reading Beyond the Book Cover. Hannah says she has one essay done, and she started another. There are 3 fairly short essays for this one scholarship, so I'm about to she's about halfway done. Okay, that's good. Does it have to be like so many words for each one? I know most of the time they'll ask for like 500 words per essay, but things may have changed since my time. So yeah, let us know. And we hope that we're praying and we're hoping that you get this scholarship because you deserve, right? Right. Mm-hmm. Yes. You know what, Nicole, I almost watched the entire video for Bonnie for this book, but I didn't want to spoil myself. So I told myself mental note to remember to go back because I want to know whether or not she had the same kind of feelings that I had when it comes to the references and stuff, because I can see how a book like this, because it has so many different references, if you're not familiar with it, then it can be kind of difficult to get into or difficult to relate. But what I'm enjoying most now is like the feeling of being scared at certain points, not knowing what's going on. And then I'm also like, I'm enjoying how Black it is. You know, it's one of those like FUBU books for me, you know, for us, by us kind of books. But I know it's like almost like a double-edged sword. You want the book to be relatable to us, right? But you also want to be relatable to people outside of the culture. So I'm wondering whether or not this book will accomplish that, because I'm only at the 37% mark, but that's what I'm really enjoying about it. That is Blackity Black. It's a Black book, Black horror book. So if you all are looking for a Black horror book, I feel like this is it. This is what I expected a little bit out of You're Not Supposed to Die Tonight. I wanted a little bit more of the actual slasher things happening. Like this here is reminding me of a movie that I watched on Peacock. I will look up the movie in next spring and then put in a comment section, but it's reminding me of it and I'm excited. It's good. So I'm glad I hung in there. I just wish it didn't have so many of those pop culture references, because it takes me out every time. But other than that, it's good. I like to complain, if you can't tell. If I can do something for free and it's complaining, I'm gonna do it. Oh, let's see. Oh, child, I just be running my mouth. Where is time gone? All these comments. I love seeing it. You all are just talking, and my computer is not moving fast enough. So if you don't mind, I'm gonna actually read the comments from my phone because I feel like it's easier. Let me see. So we talk about King, talk about the essay. Okay, so Courtney she said that she is exercising her glutes. She's getting a leg massage right now. Then you have Lachette. She said, agreed. Otherwise, I don't find Chucky scary. Yeah, I don't find him. He's not scary anymore. There used to be a time that I thought he was around every corner in the house, but now, no, not so much. Let's see. Then said he's still there. He said there was a couple of kids who reenacted one of the deaths. What? On a toddler. The film got briefly banned afterwards. I would throw it over to you on Discord later if I remember. Okay. And if you don't remember, I most likely will, because I am very curious. I enjoy the Frucky. I enjoy the Chucky franchise. I like what they've done with it. I think that it has like a longevity to it, most likely because of the one-liners. You know, I think it's done something that a lot of these other shows have not been able to do, or TV and movie franchises. For example, Michael Myers. They finally kill this man. That's what they say. Because I saw the last movie and I was like, what you gonna do next? Because I feel like sometimes they say that and they put the person in space. So, but I like Chucky because it's longevity. They figured out a way to make it where he's never gonna go away. That's what it seems like. Next one. I didn't read. I was scheduling IG posts. I did some exercise to warm up, getting cold. Then I got myself mulled cider. I love me a mulled cider. Love it. I should have actually got some on Saturday, but I didn't. I'm going to make some tea actually later. I love peppermint tea. Let me show you my little peppermint tea. Oh, that's not the peppermint one. This one. Oh, I like some Twinings peppermint tea. This is what I enjoy here. And I don't know if you remember, Courtney, but we were talking about the perfect tea that you don't have to add sugar to. This, and you had mentioned this one, Celestial seasonings, cinnamon, apple spice. You don't have to add sugar to this. It tastes, to me, sweet enough by itself. So yeah, we're doing that. I'm gonna get some of that later because it's getting cold. That's why all these clothes on, because it's getting cold. Let's see, next one. Okay. Ben said he reads everything. Lachette says she prefers physical books, but ebooks give access. Yeah. I agree. Ben said, at the moment, physical, as I broke my Kindle. How you break your Kindle? Like you dropped it, or it had too many books on it? I'm just being funny. No, I know mine is full and I need another one. So yeah. Let's see. I don't know which comment is coming up now. So I am so sorry if I'm like chaotic. That's the energy for today. It's going to be a little bit chaotic. Yes. Okay. Okay. Christina says she read a little. Then you said, Lachette said, I need both, honestly, because my eyes started having focusing issues when I read digitally for too long, meaning all day. I actually have, I think it's a tip, based on a video game that I was playing. The video game gave like these pointers as to what you should do when you are playing the game, because I know that some people are intense players and they don't know when to take a break. So one of the things you can do is actually look away from a screen for, but look at something that's maybe like a couple of feet away, not something that's right next to you. Look a couple of feet away and give your eyes a break. You can also cover one of your eyes and continue doing what you're doing, and then cover the other one just to give your eyes a break. And that may help a little bit, because I know I usually get like eye strain if I'm playing a video game too long, and I haven't done it in a while. I love Breath of the Wild, and at one point I was playing that game all weekend long. Time, who is her? I don't know. Who is she? I didn't have any concept of it, but now I'm better at it. So you may have to just be mindful to give your eyes a break when you're doing the e-reading. Not even just the e-reading, but also just reading books in general. That's why I think besides me getting bored easily, I pick up a book for a couple of minutes and then do something else. Come back, do something else. Yeah, you don't want to just sit there and do one activity for hours. It's not good for the eyes. Hannah said, I agree with Miss Wilma. I have physical books and annotations and such. However, I got a Kindle for Christmas. Woo! We love it when people get Kindles for Christmas. At least I do. When I hear that, I'm like, welcome. Welcome to the fold. And I'm starting to get the hang of it. That's good. That's good. What kind did you get? Did you get like the paper white, or like this one here where it's like a grayscale, or did you get the one that's like a tablet? I think they're all good. I have yet to come across an e-reader that I do not like or do not enjoy. Did the comment come up or not? I'm sorry. You all, this? It's clowning me today. It's clowning me. Let me have a seat real quick. My feet just getting cold. I need to hang them up a little bit. Oh, how are you all doing though? I know I'm just running my mouth as usual, but I'm pretty sure by the time I get down to the most recent comment, it's going to be a thing of the past. Is it? Sometimes it gets hard to speak English. You ever have those moments? It's like your mouth is going faster than your brain. I'm having that. Having that. Let's see. I'm going through the comments. Courtney said, my mom can barely use her phone to find the sprints. I would say that about my mama too, but she in the sprints right now. She's in the sprints right now. No, I'm just kidding. My mama, she can find it as long as you send her the link. I sent the link through YouTube as well as to Facebook. So because she's more active on Facebook, she was able to find it there when I put it on the event. But even if she couldn't, I'll just text it to her. I did the same thing, with my sister. I sent them the link directly so they wouldn't have a hard time. But I get you. I know what you mean. Like, it's like, thank you for the support, but don't trouble yourself if you cannot make it. It's fine. Like, we gonna be all right. Mm-hmm. Next comment says, I believe you can use the scholarship money however you like, as long as you can use it for schooling purposes. Is a third. Oh, okay. Okay, Hannah. So that makes sense. It's been a while. I know I keep saying it's been a while because it has been a while since I've been in school. But I remember one scholarship in particular that I really wanted was with Chase Bank. Oh my God. I'm going to have to maybe tell you all that story on a separate occasion because it's pretty long. But long story short, I didn't get it, but I was in the top 3 for the people here in Houston to receive the scholarship. What was funny enough is that the 3 people were me, this other girl, both of us were going to Spelman College, and the guy was going to Morehouse College. He's the one that got the scholarship. But the scholarship was for, I think it was either like $10,000 per semester or $10,000 per year, I think. So $5,000 per semester, and then they give you a laptop, and then you were guaranteed an internship, a paid internship, I believe so, at every summer. So I really wanted it so bad, but I feel like I was maybe a little bit too honest, and that's my downfall. I'm still like that. I'm too honest. I didn't cry, put it that way. The guy cried, and he ended up getting a scholarship. I'm not sour about it. That's why I keep telling myself I'm not sour. I'm not. I'm happy that he was able to get the scholarship because all of us needed it. I was just happy that somebody got it and I was also able to use it to get through school. So I don't know where he is now, but shout out to you, young man. Kiana is here. Hey, Kiana. Let me see. She said, I know that he initially wanted to marry a white woman, but her family wasn't going. What? Okay, we're talking about Martin Luther King. Where'd you find this out from? I'm being messy, but I didn't hear about that. What? All these new facts and stuff about the figures in her lives that we grew up, not idolizing, but sort of kind of just finding out new stuff. I am gagged because it's making it where their life story is more salacious than it needs to be. But I didn't know that. Wow. You know what? I have some thoughts, but I'm not gonna say it because then y'all gonna be looking at me crazy. If I say what's in my mind, but I'm gonna give you a hint. So when I was at Spelman, I don't know what time of the year it was, but they had put out, I think maybe it was around February. For whatever reason, they started having like these different facts and stuff around the campus. And there was one fact or 2 facts that actually grinded my gears. It irritated me because it's something that I don't really think about much, but I know some people, they think about it. And it's the issue of hair texture as well as skin complexion. And they were like, oh, you can't pass the paper bag test, then you most likely, like back in the day, they're trying to tell us if back in the day, if you were trying to apply for school here at Spelman, this is what would have happened. Or if not just there, just at other schools. Like if you don't pass the paper bag test, you wouldn't get in. If you put a pencil in your hair and the hair the pencil gets stuck, your hair, I guess, is not good enough for you to go to school there. So it was messy. Back in the day, I feel like if back in the day, I maybe would have been a firecracker. Because how you gonna tell me I can't come to your school because of my hair texture and my skin complexion? Like, what is wrong with you? I'm coming to school to learn. We're not coming to school to be cute, but that's in the past. But I'm thinking that considering Coretta Scott King, her complexion, hair texture, connect the dots. If you know, you know. I'm thinking that's maybe the closest that he could get to that white woman that he wanted to marry. That's there. I said what I wanted to say. I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry. I meant that, but that's a thought I have. He's a human. So let's just say he's a human being. Put him on a pedestal means the good things he did seem unreachable for us, which is untrue. Very true. Very true. But I mean, I'm pretty sure whoever was living during the same time as him and they didn't see him in a negative light like that, they're going to take this personal, like at least that book, because it seems like A Life by Jonathan Eek is airing out all the dirty laundry. Courtney said, I think everyone has skeletons in their closet. Yeah. And I don't want a tainted image. Yeah. You may not want to pick this book up. So don't pick the book up, because after seeing it, I was like, wow. But I'm not surprised at the same time, because I feel like maybe it's just me. But I feel like back when, I don't think nowadays women are like this as far as like accepting extramarital affairs. But back in the day with our grandparents and stuff, it was normal for the grandfather or even grandmother, whoever it may be, to have an extra person on the side but still be married. It's like we come home to each other, but we still have our side pieces. And it was like an understood thing. But nowadays it's a little bit more messier than that. So I don't know, like I'm not surprised, and it's not gonna, taint the image of him for me, because it doesn't take away from what he's done here in America and abroad as far as civil rights movement and the changes that have been made. It doesn't change anything. But if somebody thinks that it changes something, then it sounds like they need to like do some introspection. Think about it, like him having somebody else on the side, what does it have to do with what he's done for a majority of people to be able to at least be seen a little bit more equal, to their peers? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's a little messy. Ooh, I'm almost caught up. I'm excited. After this, we're gonna start the sprint. I'm so sorry. We're gonna do 30 minutes again. And I said we're gonna stop at 9:45, right? So I think we're pretty on track. We most likely will get like 2 sprints in and then another little chit chat. Have Nicole here from Noteworthy Fiction, another booktuber. Go check her out. I need to make sure I tell you all who's on BookTube. We have Scarlet Moon Creations is on BookTube. Sexy Lady is on BookTube. Hannah, are you on BookTube too? I'm not really sure. Oh, I lied. I didn't catch up. Nobody told me that this stuff it tricks you. It makes you think that you caught up on your comments and you haven't. Hopping in late, but wanted to say, hey. She may be gone by now, but hello there, Nicole. Ooh. The next one is coming up. Okay, she said the first essay was 250 and the other 50 in the notes. Okay, so it's like varied. Okay, I think that's good. That's a good balance. We're talking about the scholarship letter for Hannah, so we're hoping that she gets it. It's $5,000, and I think all of us could use it. It keeps moving so fast. Oh my gosh. You all bear with me because I don't know what's going to, the comments keep jumping. I'm going to keep reading from my phone since it's taken a while to refresh. Courtney said, we already lost, yeah, you're right. We already lost Bill Cosby. Let's not lose MLK too. Right. I wonder though, like what was the, what is what I'm looking about? What was the inspiration behind this? Like what made this person say, you know what? I want to do a tell-all book about somebody that's not even here. Like, that's the only thing that rubs me the wrong way about this happening, this book coming out and stuff, because I'm not a fan of people really talking about people when they're not in the room. Like, if you're going to talk about me, talk about me while I'm here, and then we can have a conversation about whether or not I agree with whether or not, what you're saying about me is the truth. Let's do that. Why you got to wait until I can't speak up for myself? I'm hoping that maybe his family members will say something, but I haven't done the research to see whether or not somebody piped up and said anything regarding this book, because it's making its rounds, and I wouldn't be surprised if it starts to be up there. Maybe not necessarily up there with what is that book by Prince Harry? Spare. I don't think it'll be up there in the sense that everybody's going to be talking about and dissecting it, but I don't know. It's possible. It's pretty fresh, but I've seen several people saying they're going to put it on their book reading list for either their book club or for their personal reading. And I think it'll be an interesting conversation just to see like what people's perspectives will be like after they read this book, because we would have been okay. This is how I see it. I would have been just fine without this book. But I would have been just fine without these facts and stuff coming out. But at the same time now, because they're out, I'm nosy. I want to know what happened. What's going on? Things are stopping. Okay. Courtney said, Jaleesa, it's YA. I think there's only so much violence that can be added. Right. Well, that's the thing. I'm thinking that, what do you call it? You're Not Supposed to Die Tonight is maybe on the lower end of YA. And I'm thinking that the Lisa Springer book that I'm reading, There's No Way I Die First, I think it's on the upper side. The only reason why I'm saying that is because I see more cursing or more curse words in Lisa's book. And then on top of that, like, I feel like the scenes, they're a little bit more bloodier than what's her name? You're Not Supposed to Die Tonight. Sometimes I think about that book and I think that I unfairly judged it just a little bit, but I may have to reread it. But I really thoroughly enjoyed what's her name? Kaylin Barron's Middle Grade way more than I did You're Not Supposed to Die Tonight. I'm supposed to be reading one of her books this year as part of the Remix Classics. I think she wrote My Dear Henry. So I think it's like a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde retelling. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure somebody in the comments knows. But yeah, I don't know. I'd be expecting so much from YA. Maybe because I feel like nowadays the youngins aren't really young. You know what I mean? Like they growing up fast. They doing things that none of us did. Well, at least I didn't do. And so I sometimes have a hard time relating to the things they're doing inside the books, like taking drugs and drinking when their parents are. I didn't do that kind of stuff. I was on a straight and narrow. I grew up, my mom was saying stuff like, oh, she found out like one of my friends are pregnant. They ain't your friend no more. She'll say something like, it's contagious, like, which I can understand because it's like, oh, you see your friend, you're like, oh, she look cute, pregnant, and then you thinking you don't think so, but I think like in a younger mindset, you're thinking you should be doing what your friend is doing. Monkey see, monkey do. But nowadays, kids be doing a whole bunch of other stuff, harder things than I could ever imagine when I was younger. Go ahead. Do you watch me? Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it after I finish. I know I'm going slowly. Thank you so much for hanging there with me, y'all. I want to make sure I get through these comments before I go through the next sprint. I may stop at this one here for the tea and then start the 30-minute sprint. Okay, Lachette said, yeah, many of the celestial seasons are sweet enough. Right. I'm always on the lookout for drinks that just add a little bit of flavor, because after a while, I don't know about you all, but it's like I get burnt out on drinking water. I enjoy drinking water, but I grew up drinking it mostly with ice. So I'm like transitioning from drinking cold water to drinking room temperature water. And I've tried to enjoy hot water before by itself, because I see a lot of my coworkers drinking plain water hot. But I don't know. I feel like when I drink it hot like that, I can taste the pipes that it came from. So I'd rather add me either like, a lemon, orange slice. If not that, then I'll add just plain tea. Excuse me, and that's been working so far. So I'm going to stop the comments here. I'm going to go ahead and start the timer again, because I will keep going. I'm having such a great time with you all. The 10 of you are here. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you coming to my little corner of BookTube. This is my second sprint here on YouTube. I've done a sprint. I think I've done 1 or 2 sprints before, but on Facebook. So this is new territory on this side, and I'm just excited to be here and happy to have you all here, having these conversations and talk about randomness, because that's what I am. I'm random. So let me go ahead and turn on the timer. Ooh, y'all should have told me to shut up a long time ago. Let me see. I'm trying to fix the timer to make sure it goes to 30 minutes. When I get me one of those cameras, I don't know what you call it, the one that you can hook up to my larger laptop, I promise you all it'll be so much better, because I'll be able to use my larger laptop to do this. Okay. I'm gonna pause this here, so hopefully it doesn't play an ad or anything like that. Okay, I'm gonna put the sound on. So it's gonna count down. No, that's not what we want to do. Let me skip the ad here. Let me know what you all will be doing. I'm going to continue reading my Lisa Springer book, and hopefully I can make it to the 40% mark or higher. It's about to start. I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to mute myself, but you're going to see me here, bundled, trying to keep warm. Sorry, that's my fault. Sorry. As if it wasn't loud enough. Welcome back, you all. How far did you all make it in your activities, whether it be reading or exercising or doing some chores, errands, putting the kids to bed, or whatever it may be? I got to the 40% mark of my book. You're not supposed to die tonight. Those titles are so much, they're so similar. There's No Way I Die First by Lisa Springer. That's what I'm currently reading. I brought out Ye Old Faithful Kindle. This is my first Kindle, my Kindle Fire. This is, I think, the first one, the first generation. So I brought that out to read. And I was listening at the same time. So I'm doing a hybrid read of the book and I'm enjoying it still. It's getting wild. It's getting crazy. It's giving I would be the first to die. Because there's so much happening in the book. Okay. Just let you all know I can see the comments that are coming in now. So I'm going to go ahead and address those now. Then I'm going to go back up and read the other ones. But Hannah said that she's almost done with her application. That's good. Really, really good. Hopefully you'll get to finish it tonight. Oh, wait. Wrong. Okay, well, Jordan. Welcome, Jordan. Jordan Ann said this sprint is finally helping me get through a book I have been struggling with. Which book was that you've been struggling with? But this is what I was talking about earlier. You know, it's crazy. These comments be coming through, and I click on one, but I end up clicking on another one. Okay. And Courtney's asking the same question about the book. Like, which book was it? Because I know, I don't know. Sprint is one of those things that I never really I participated in them as a viewer, and I would comment and stuff. But it was rarely I would pick up a book that I was having a hard time with during a sprint because I always felt like I would get like sidetracked. But it's good to know that you're able to get through a book that you most likely have been putting off to the side for quite some time. It get like that sometimes. Sometimes you're just not in the mood to be reading. Okay. Kiana says she got to page 124 of Mooncakes. I was going to ask you about that. So I've seen the name Mooncakes, but is it a graphic novel that you're talking about, or is it a like a romance book? I wasn't really sure. Let us know in the comments like who was the author, because you never know. We may want to go and look at it. I may already have it on my TBR and just haven't gotten to it yet. Okay, so Jordan said they're reading The Cat Who Saved Books. I don't know if you were here earlier, Jordan. It's funny that you say that because me and Vin, who's left now, he said bye earlier, but he and I were talking about Japanese literature and how it's like not necessarily having a surgence, but it kind of is. And a lot of people are picking up a lot of Japanese literature now. And I think The Cat Who Saved Books is Japanese literature. Let us know whether or not it's translated. I feel like it is. This year, I'm planning to read, fingers crossed. I'm not making any promises, but I'm planning to read The Tale of Genji because I saw that Scarlet Moon Creations was reading it, and also Nicole from God, I have to go back. I don't remember her channel. She was in here earlier. Nicole, but she's reading Noteworthy Fiction from Nicole from Noteworthy Fiction. She's reading it as well, or she finished it actually in 2023, or maybe at the beginning of 2024. But I remember seeing it. So because I've seen so many people reading that book as well as other books as well, I wanted to dive into it. So I have The Cat Who Saved Books on my TBR. What made it so not necessarily difficult to get through, but like what had you putting it to the side? Was it the writing style? Was it the pacing? Characters, or you just was not in the mood, not feeling it? No. Courtney, she said I was falling asleep and just perked up. Yeah, it most likely was an alarm. That alarm will wake you up. It's loud. I had to go get me some tea, not because I was sleepy, but I was getting cold. My hands were getting cold. I remembered you today when you said get some gloves. I should have got some gloves, but I was trying to get home, child, make sure I was here at least a little bit on time because I was running behind. But yeah, I need to get me some gloves because these hands are staying cold. But I'm glad you're up now. I know it's late where you are. It may be almost 11 o'clock. What time is it now? Like almost 10. So it should be like an hour ahead of me. Yep, see? Lachey said the same thing. Loud, Courtney, that alarm woke you up. It sure did. Oh, okay. So it's a graphic novel about a teen witch. Why do I feel like I've seen this before? I'm gonna have to make a note and look at it later because I look at my phone, I'm gonna get distracted. But good to know. So it's a graphic novel about a teen witch. I read a couple of graphic novels about some teen witches. Not last year, but the year before. I think. I don't know. I was like going through something as far as like just reading any kind of book that had a teen witch. I had read one about a male witch. Well, he's a practicing witch, but of course, his family members didn't want him to practice as a witch, like a female witch. I guess it's a little bit like what is it called? That Aiden Thomas book. I haven't read any of Aiden Thomas's books, but I feel like it's maybe something similar. It's not a trans character in there, not that I recall, but I remember having a good time with it. And then I read some other book too, where the girl didn't know she was a witch, and her mother didn't tell her about her family. It seems like it always does that, where the family members don't tell anybody that they're witches. Like, what's the secret? Witches are cool. You know, a funny story is my mother, growing up, we would watch, what is that movie? I forgot the name of it, but I know if I see it today, I'm going to sit down and watch it. It had that girl in it. Oh, these two girls, they were sitting on the stoop and they were like, "Do you taste like chocolate?" And then the other girl said, "I don't know. Do you taste like vanilla?" And then they licked each other and was like, "No, we don't." It's a movie that has Whoopi Goldberg in it and some other man, very handsome, that I've seen him in other movies too. If I remember it, I most likely would just like put it inside of my Discord where I talk about movies and stuff. I'll just put it there because it was a good time. And I used to watch that movie thinking that I was a witch because Whoopi would tell the little girl, like, if you see a red light, just blow and it'll turn green. And I started doing the same thing and it would work. So I thought I was a witch. I know I'm goofy, but I like teen witch stuff. I really, really enjoy that one not Christmas, that Disney movie called Teen Witch. Do you remember that? Where that girl, like, she didn't know she was a witch, and then all of a sudden these like crazy things started happening when she would say she wished something would happen. And she all of a sudden wished that she was a popular girl, and she became popular, but she saw what came with popularity. Like, there's no privacy, no boundaries. I think I may watch it. Not today, maybe next week. But it was one of my favorites. You go, Christina. She said she read some more and got a step goal of 250 per hour. Ooh, what kind of watch do you have? Mine don't tell me how much I walked in an hour. First time I have done that in a long time. That's good. Does it get your heart rate up? Or does it like make your legs feel more powerful? What's the feeling? Because I don't know. I don't think my watch does the 250 per hour. Like, it doesn't give me the steps per hour. And if it does, I just don't know because I didn't bother to actually learn how to use my watch outside of the time. I'm always learning something new about this watch. I still wonder, why do I even have it? Okay, she said she needed it. Yeah, that alarm, it'll get you. Wendy Wu. Okay, let me write that down. Put this on my phone. Wendy Wu. So I'll make sure I look at the right one because when I looked up mooncakes earlier, I wasn't sure which one it was. Wendy Wu. Mooncakes. Mooncakes. Have you ever had a mooncake before? They are. I think they're meant to be broken into pieces, but I've seen some people eat them whole. I'm pretty sure that's a lot of sugar. A lot of sugar. But I've had it before with some friends. We split it into 4. And they're delicious. I mean, it's like a textural thing that you'll get used to, but I enjoyed it. What happened? Oh, Wendy Wu. Hey, sprint hopping. Who is this? Sherry. No, Cherie. Thank you for putting that because I was going to call you Sherry. Cherie Juanita. Sprint hopping and saying hi and drop by. Hello there. Thank you. You're still here? Let us know what you were reading because I'm always looking for book recommendations and whatnot. Scarlet Moon. What were you were reading? What do you call it? Treasure Island. All I'm going to say is good luck with that because I have yet to pick it back up again. I'm just happy that I read the remix. And I'm not going to lie to you, I don't think I'm going to finish Treasure Island, especially now that I've already read a couple of audiobooks in between then, to meet the prompts for the Boot Camp Readathon. And yeah, I'm going to try. I still have a couple more days, to try, but I don't think me and Treasure Island, the original, we are not meant to be. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Let's see. Yeah, see. Yeah, that's okay. I'm going to try to do something where maybe next time, that's if my mind can move fast enough or my hand can move fast enough, make a list of all the books that have been mentioned so that if anybody is interested in any of the books that we talked about or any of the books that any of you have read or are reading during this sprint, they'll be able to reference it in the description bar. We want to make sure that we mention and help get these books in the hands they need to be in. You don't ever know anything about something until somebody tells you, right? So if you were looking for a book talking about A, B, C, and D or whatever, and we're talking about it here, it'll be nice to know in the description bar because I'm pretty sure most people, if they watch a playback, I know me, I'll watch somebody's entire, live over again because that's just how I am. And I don't mind. But I know some people, they don't have time to waste and they may want to just get straight to the point and go straight to the description. So I may do that just so you all will know what everyone is talking about as far as books go. Japanese literature. Okay, so it is Japanese literature and it's translated. Okay, good. I thought so. I prefer the translated and I want to pick up more because I feel like, I don't want to say it's the part of Asia that I don't really think about much as far as like literature. I always just think about the manga and the anime. I want to try something different. So that's why I'm trying to pick up more translated fiction from that part of the world because most of the time when I'm picking up translated fiction, it is from South America. And I don't know why. I'm always picking up books from people that live in South and Central America. I feel like, have I read anything from anywhere else? I don't think. Oh, take it back. I have. What was it translated? I feel like it was. I read one book from Angola, and that was because it was an arc. So yeah, I need to diversify my reading when it comes to translated fiction, just as much as anything else. So I'm gonna do better. But it seems like I only read so fast. He said, good job, Kay. Okay. It's just so different from my normal reads, hard to get into. Okay, I understand. Because it also depends on the person who translated the book. Not every translator is able to translate a work into, I guess, a more digestible format for English speakers. It's just like if you were to ask my husband now, like, how do you say a certain phrase in Yoruba? He would say there's no phrase because every culture, or not culture, but every language has a different way of saying things. And sometimes if you have a certain way of saying something, that other culture, other language doesn't have it. I oftentimes have conversations with my friend from Norway, and when we're talking to each other, she'll say, oh, like, we have this saying, it means da 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 da. And I'm like, we don't have a saying for that. We'll just say what you said, which is da 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 da. So I hope I'm making sense. Like, everything doesn't translate the exact way that it should. So it's like a craft. Kudos to anybody that is a translator. I don't know if I have the patience to do it, nor the ability to make sure that the beauty or the message behind the words is communicated the way that it's intended to be, So I hope it made sense. I feel like I talked in a circle, but I get you. Yeah. Courtney said she had a long day at work. She's tired. Child, I didn't go to work today and I am tired. They made you work on MLK Day? Why? I can't even say anything because my husband's at work now. He just went to work. Well, why? And I'm like, that's rude. Like, I should be off. Well, I am off. And I don't have to go to work tomorrow because of the freeze. But I understand. Like the hospital has to keep working. I saw a lot of cars sitting in the emergency room area around here. So I know like certain areas are essential areas and cannot close. So man, I hope you're off tomorrow. So at least you can rest up. Just let you all know, I saw the comments from before, but I feel like making the executive decision and just go through the comments coming through now. Let's see. I'm gonna do better. It takes me time. This is my second time doing it with StreamYard, so this is an adjustment. What happened? Oh, okay. So tangible reads. Courtney's asking Jordan if that's a cozy. I don't think it's a cozy. If I remember correctly, I feel like it's just like a fiction. Just and you may have to like read between the lines possibly. I haven't picked it up, but I do have it on my list of things to read. Mooncakes is very popular. I still haven't gotten to it. I didn't realize it was that long. It's long? How long is it? Did I miss something? I'm gonna have to go and check. I don't know how long Mooncakes is. Cemetery. Okay, so Cemetery Boys. Okay, I thought so. I know a lot of people have been talking about it, and I feel like I need to get around to it. I just haven't. Me and YA is like a love hate relationship. If you all can't tell, it's like no. I don't know. It just feels weird when I'm reading it, and I'm always like nitpicky. I know how I am, but I'm trying to be more open minded when I am reading YA now that I'm getting older and understand, Jaleesa, this is not for you. You are not the target audience. So stop reading too much into it. But I can't help but to see certain things and be like, is this going to age well? Or not even age well, but like, will this translate over into another group or the next generation? Like, will they understand all these things that are referenced in the book, in particular when it comes to the book that I'm reading? Cemetery Boys, I'm not really sure if it has any kind of references in it, but I'm pretty sure it's one of those evergreen books that will be a little bit like Judy Blume. Her books were Judy Blume white? I feel like she was white, but I feel like you want a book like that. If I were a writer, I would want a book that's like a Judy Blume book. I want it to be going on for years. I want my grandkids and my great grandkids and my great great grandkids to be able to read those books. You want a book to be able to be passed on. That's just my opinion. I know most people don't. They can care less. They're like, "Oh, I'm here for a good time," and that's your business. Okay, she said. So we're still talking about mooncakes. Said it's super cute and there's some diversity in it. I'll have to pick it up because I'm always in the middle of something. So I'm pretty sure after I finish this one graphic novel that I'm reading, which is a fifth in a series, I'll pick up. If not mooncakes, it'll be something else. Karina, yes. Yeah, that's the movie. Karina. Oh my gosh. If there were ever like 3 movies that I can think of, no, 4 to like describe my child, 5, just 6 to describe my childhood, it'll be Lion King, The Color Purple, The Long Kiss Goodnight or Kiss the Girls Goodnight, whichever had that Gina lady in it. The same lady from Beetlejuice, which I grew up watching a lot of. Karina. Oh man, I got so many movies. Driving Miss Daisy. And what was I thinking? Driving Miss Daisy. There was another one. So many movies that I grew up. Oh, and what is the movie where the lady Baby Boom? My mother loves Baby Boom. Anytime Baby Boom comes on, or like even like is it Serendipity? Whichever movie was it with Michelle? What's her name? Sarah Michelle Gellar. What's her name? I'm not good with names. And she is in the kitchen and she makes like magical food or something. Yes, like my childhood. Those movies were on repeat all the time. Oh, you love Teen Witch? Okay. See, yeah, me and you, we can hang. We're gonna be like watching movies together. I love Teen Witch. Me and my sister oftentimes break out in songs singing, "I'm gonna be the most popular girl." And that one part where they were rapping too, that was funny. Oh man, trying to set up a booktube channel now. Yes, Hans. Welcome, Hans. Hans read Shard. Wait, I promise you I can read. Hans reads hardbacks. Oh, or is it Han? Let me know if it's Han or Han. reads hardbacks, trying to set up a booktube channel. No, that's good. Going ahead. Welcome to the booktube community. I have been a lurker for a very long time. I lurked since maybe 2016 or earlier. But I finally made my channel in October 2022, and I've tried to be consistent, at least posting one book, not one book, one video a month. I can do only what I can do. Does that make sense? Like, I can only do my personal best. Staying on the schedule is not really my type deal, but I'm trying. You will find your groove. I know a lot of people, they find their groove after, some time, but I think that based on me, like after a year, the main thing you need to do is just make sure you stay true to yourself. Don't try to be doing what everybody else is doing, because then everybody else can tell. You get what I'm saying? Wink, wink. I don't want no copy pastes. I want you to be who you are. I don't want you to be like everybody else. Okay. Take that tip and do what you want to with it. But welcome. Christine said, oh, she has a Fitbit. Oh, that's why. Okay. It has a goal of 250 per hour for up to 14 hours, but I have been keeping track in my journal. That's cool. I wish I could keep a journal. Consistency when it comes to that, I'll do it for a couple of months and then I just drop off. But I'm gonna try again this year. I have a journal that I've been working on each year, and I don't beat myself up about not keeping it throughout an entire year. I just pick it back up and keep on going. Yeah, mooncakes, they are sweet. Karina. See, everybody is telling me yes. It's Karina. Are mooncakes a moon pie? No. Mooncakes are a little bit taller, and it's like, I don't know if they had. I think the one I had like a fig filling or something in it. It's very dense. I feel like it's one of those foods that if you eat it, you need to eat or not eat. You need to drink like some kind of hot tea or something with it because it's sweet. Moon pies are good too. I haven't had them in a long time though. I remember when I was in daycare, they used to give it to us all the time. I've been wondering, what is this? Because my mama don't buy it, but it tastes good though. Christina said, I feel it if I do more, but it keeps me up and moving instead of just sitting. Right. You got to keep up and keep it up, keep moving, because sitting down doesn't do you any good. My father actually, I feel like if he would have moved around more, his mobility wouldn't be where it is now. He was a bus driver for many, many years. And maybe like a year before he was planning to actually retire, he had to retire early because he started to get arthritis in his back. And it's gotten worse over time. I think it started mostly because he sat down a lot. And he still does that now. He sits down a lot because it hurts to stand up for too long. But yeah, definitely move your bodies, y'all. Get up, raise your hands up, walk around. You maybe saw me moving my arms, while I was reading. I do a lot of twisting every now and then, holding different poses, stretch your chest out, breathe in, breathe out. Move your body. Don't just sit still just because it feels comfortable. Get up. Get up and move, especially while you're reading. Yeah, moon pies are good. I haven't seen any in a while. Like, I feel like I may not know where they are when I go down the aisle, and I don't really look for them. If I ever were looking for something sweet, I usually would get like powdered donuts, but that was a long time ago. Like lately, no, my sister got me on this cinnamon rolls. But it's like the pull apart ones. Like, you cut them up and you put like the cinnamon and the butter and the Jaleesa don't need that, and y'all don't need it either, but it's good in moderation, okay? But I haven't seen a moon pie in a while. When I hear moon pies, I think of mud pies. You know what? I think once upon a time I did. Maybe that's when I was younger, but now because I know what they are by name and by sight, I now just see moon pies and that's it. Not a fan of marshmallows like that. Yeah, see, that's another thing. So once I figured out that they had marshmallows, I don't know. When I was younger, I wasn't thinking what was in it. I like marshmallows, but not too much. Like, they can't be too chewy. So if I had a moon pie, I usually get like the banana one and then just like cut it in half because the whole thing would make me feel sick. It's like because it's sickly sweet. But they're good. They're okay. You know what? You all that like marshmallows, have you all have you seen those videos of those marshmallows that they make in Australia? I've always wondered if anybody ever tried them. I don't know anybody who's ever tried them. I just watch, people on YouTube trying them, and they make it sound like, oh, they're just fancy and they're okay, but not worth the wait because it takes several weeks for the marshmallows to get from there to, to America or anywhere outside of Australia. Let me see. Moon pies are the ones that look like giant Oreos, but the center is marshmallows. Right. And it's like the outside of it is covered in like whatever the like chocolate or vanilla, banana, whatever flavor is on the outside, the whole thing is covered. And they really are this big. You can share it. Yeah, mooncakes are Asian sweet. Yeah, they're good. Like I said, it's a little bit too sweet to me. They remind me of like a fig cake that somebody had given me before, and I was like, "Girl, you trying to like send me away? You trying to end my life? We gotta tone it down. There's too much sugar." Yep. Okay. Not a fan of marshmallows either. Except hot chocolate. Yeah. It's been a while since I've had. The last time I had hot chocolate was the Mexican hot chocolate with the granny on the front. Abuelita. I think that's what it's called. That's my favorite. Same cake. I have once more, and I'm good for the year. Yes. You know what? Now I think about it, I don't think I've had any marshmallows this year. But I'm the same with you. Like, take it or leave it. I don't be looking for marshmallows. I'm about to say mushrooms. I don't be looking for marshmallows like that. But once upon a time, I used to be heavy into like the marshmallow fluff. That stuff is the devil. It don't make no sense how good. It's sweet, but I like the texture. Like it's like stretchy and just. But that was like back when pre-diabetic Jaleesa. Now I know. No, don't touch it. You were making sense. I have foreign friends as well, and we have similar conversations. Yeah. I have, anytime I'm speaking with a foreign friend of mine, they're like, oh, we have an expression, but we don't know like how to say it in English. And I'm like, it's fine. Like, I understand either way. The long kiss goodnight. That is my jam. Oh my gosh. And it's weird. Like every time I watch it, it's almost like it's brand new again. I need them to bring back movies like that. I am a sucker for a story with a person who has amnesia and is slowly getting back their memory. Chef's kiss, love it. Bring them back. I need them back. Gina Davis, that's what it is. What was I calling her? Did I call her Gina at all, or did I call her something else? I feel like I maybe called her something else. But yes, I love me some Gina Davis. Where has she been? I feel like I haven't seen her in a very long time. Back when I was a child, I feel like she was in every single movie I was watching. Simply Irresistible with Buffy Cookie. Yes. Yes, Christina. My mother loves Simply Irresistible. She may be asleep by now. She and the dog may be asleep by now. She may got this on playing on the TV and just snoring, but she may watch it later. But yes, I'm even gonna say we. I will watch it if she's watching it, but I don't really be reaching for Simply Irresistible. My mother loves Hallmark movies, romantic comedies. Like that's her jam. But she loves Long Kiss Goodnight because of the action, and I think she really enjoys watching Samuel L. Jackson. Han like hand, but without the okay. So Han reads hardbacks. Okay, you're starting your BookTube channel. What do you usually read? Like, are you in a certain niche or a certain genre, or do you read all over? I read all over, so I think that's maybe a little bit hard for me to. Not even hard for me. I feel like that's maybe the reason why my channel isn't growing as much as people maybe would expect it to. And I don't mind. This is a hobby for me. And it's a way for me to meet new people. But I can't just read one genre. I'm always having to dip and dab in other different things. So that's maybe why I get bypassed most of the time when people, and then on top of that, I talk too much. Okay. That's maybe why people be bypassing my videos like, 30-minute video, girl, no. And then they get into the video and be like, what does she read? Because it seems like she reads everything. Yes, I do read everything. The journal's a new thing for me. I work on it every day. It is an accountability journal. Those are good to have. Yes, I do that for work. My home life, not so much. I maybe should, but work, I always keep a task list of everything that I'm doing, and I mark it off as I get it done. Because if I don't, things can easily just get out of whack. I don't see how some people do digital ones because I feel like that's the easiest way for things to get lost. But it is what it is. Make sure you all are drinking your water or tea. I have my tea here and my water over here. But if it's too late, don't do it. Don't do it. I do include exercise, hydration, chores, and books. Hopefully, craft projects too soon. Oh, okay. What kind of craft projects do you do? I haven't done crafting in a while. I'm sorry. I'm lying there. I crochet and I knit, but I haven't done a full project in a long time. I thought about sewing at the top of the pandemic when people were making homemade masks. One of these days, I can show you all the masks that I did make because I had some African cloth and I decided to use that. My mother has a sewing machine. I was using it, but I don't have the patience to sit down and actually sew anything that's not a straight line. I hope I'm making sense. For whatever reason, anything that has a curve or a circle, I am bad at it. I cannot do it like free form. I have to punch the little numbers in and stuff on the Singer machine so it can do it for me. Oh, wait, play it off. Mama is still here. See, she said it's Simply Irresistible is on my favorite list too. Mama loves Simply Irresistible. Anytime she sees that, she's watching it. Oh, I don't know this movie. I'll have to give it a try. Okay, yeah, go ahead, try it and see if you like it. It's cute, it's of its time. I barely remember the entire storyline, but I always remember like the moving food and talking food. Well, she talks. Does she talk to the food? It's magic in there. Put it that way. Like it's one of those movies where me personally, I'm walking in and out the room. I'm not sitting down and watching it. But my mother, she loves it. Christina said, yeah, I don't. Oh, yeah, I like dark hot chocolate with cinnamon. I don't think I've had dark hot chocolate. I think I have some that I got from my mother recently. I'll have to try it. I love adding cinnamon to almost all of my drinks. I am known to put cinnamon in my lemon water. I put it in my coffee. When I do drink coffee, I'm not a big coffee drinker. This is actually cinnamon tea with turmeric, rose, and rooibos. Is it Rubio's? I feel like it's Rubio's, but it's a red tea. And I put cinnamon there. It's good for the blood sugar. Cinnamon as well as turmeric. So that's why I drink it throughout the day. Oh, Lord. Okay, so Warhorse. I've only seen it once, and that's enough for me. My mother enjoys it. I noticed that I actually really enjoy a lot of movies that are directed by Steven Spielberg. Anyhow, that's a side note. Warhorse tore me up. I cried. When anything have to do with animals and stuff, it tugs on my heartstrings. And just seeing that horse, I'm not going to talk about the whole thing because I'm going to start crying on this camera. I ain't going to do that. No. But it did make me cry. Like I was bawling like a baby because the horse was dedicated. Like, you can't tell me animals don't have feelings. Gina Davis was in Grey's Anatomy too. Oh, you know what? See, I never watched Grey's Anatomy. I didn't know she was in it. Was she like a nurse, a doctor, or was she a patient or a parent? Because I feel like she would play a parent. In most movies, as she's aged, she's become a parent in most TV shows and movies. Yes, a friend got me hooked on buying my own dark chocolate and making hot chocolate from that. Oh, so I've never done that before. Maybe I don't know how to do it right. I've noticed in the past, I don't buy the right chocolate. If I try to make my own hot chocolate at home, I end up having like the chocolate melts at the bottom. So what am I doing incorrectly? How can I change that? I know I could use YouTube, but I'm going to ask y'all because y'all sound like y'all know what y'all doing. Let me know what am I doing wrong because I've tried in the past. I'm trying to remember who sent me a video. It's either my friend or my sister. They said there's some kind of element inside of certain packages of hot cocoa. I'm gonna have to find that video and then come back and let you all know what it was. But whatever it was, it made me afraid to buy Swiss and then some other brand that I saw. So that's why I don't buy it anymore. They said it had something inside of it. But then again, I don't know. I was like, should I believe it or not? Buying a 1 pound block and just cutting off a piece and mixing with spices, I wish, is so much better. Sometimes alcohol too. Yes. Put a little bit of something to make you feel a little bit. Do you put like whiskey in there, or do you put like a what do you call it? Like a not a is it a gin? Like a clear. So do a clear, or do you do a brown liquor that you add to your hot chocolate? I feel like that'll be nice and warm. Ooh, that'll be nice. Yes, I read everything too. Yeah, it feels good to read everything because I don't know, like after a while, it just is for me. If I read a genre back to back, except for horror, like horror, I can read back to back and be okay. And thrillers as well. But with other genres, specifically like romance, I feel like I'm reading the same story over and over again. It's just different people, different equation, maybe almost the same kind of outcome. But then again, I'm not really a romance person, so I'm not really sure what I should be looking for. Because I am in the market of finding a romance book that I actually enjoy. I'm gonna dabble in what's called creature romance or something like that. I want to read that. What is that book called? That one time I got drunk and saved something. I want to try one of those and see if I like it because it's been a while since I actually intentionally picked up a romance book, and I feel bad. I feel like I'm missing something. So, yeah, if you have some suggestions, put it down in the comments and let me know. Gina Davis is at home, as I would too. Yes, let's go enjoy. You know what? I'm gonna go on a tangent. I always wonder with some of these like actors and actresses and just basically celebrities in general, why don't they just like mind their business and enjoy their money? Why do they have to always start stuff? I would never understand that. But then again, it's like I've never been able to hold more than a couple of $1,000s in my hand anyway. So of course I'm not going to understand, but I'm always wondering that, like, why don't they just go mind their business and play with the money that you made? Just go ahead. So, you know what? Now I'm going to go back. Gina Davis also reminds me of this other lady. Her hair was blonde, though. I feel like they both were acting around the same time. Let me all know in the comments if you all have ever seen the movie The Hand That Rocks the Cradle. That movie, my God, stressed me out. I had to see it when I was younger. I saw the edited version. I don't think the kids nowadays know about that. They used to have the edited movies, but then I saw it unedited and I was wowed. A lot of stuff I did was taken out of that movie, and I did not see it until my adult eyes were able to see it. But Gina Davis and that lady, they seemed similar as far as their acting styles and the type of movies they were in. And I always will watch their movies. So crochet, paint. Oh, you paint too? And whatever else sparks my fancy. Do you have a crafting room, Christina? Because that would be nice. I want to have that one day. I told my husband I want a crafting room / library when we get home, because that should be my cave, and then he can have his own thing. But my husband doesn't really have like hobbies and stuff. If anything, you would think that I would be the one on the phone all the time, but no, he's the one that's always on the phone. I'm a texter. I'm not really much of a phone call person. But he likes to talk on the phone. So if anything, he just needs a room where it's soundproof because he is loud. He's like an earthquake. When he's talking, it's so loud. But that's cool, Christina. Do you sew like with the machine, or do you do the hand sewing? When I was younger, my mother used to buy those I don't know what you call them, but it's like a embroidery kits and stuff. We used to do that, but I don't think we didn't do the machines when we were younger. Let's see. Okay, dark hot cocoa is not as sweet. Yes. I like not hot. I like dark chocolate, but I like it with the salt on the outside. I don't know, something about it. It tastes really good. And I eat that with like some almonds, maybe a little bit of dried cherry, but not too much because sugar. But I'm trying to find different ways to get some kind of sweetness in my life without me feeling like my blood sugar is going to be out of this world. My son had to read War Horse for school. It was really hard for him. That movie was really hard. I hope he doesn't watch it. I mean, if he does, watch it in his adult age, because that movie is just, it hits you, Oh my God. Just thinking about it, I remember that scene, that one specific scene where the other horse is helping the other one walk up a hill. My eyes are feeling prickly. Y'all just don't understand. The war horses, if there's ever a book to read, not book, I'm sorry, ever a movie to watch, and you just feel like crying and you can't do it on your own, watch War Horse. Go and get it. On Grace, she was a doctor. Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to like maybe see some clips of her because I miss her acting. I thought she was gonna be like one of those actresses that just never stop, but I don't see her anymore. But then again, I don't watch a lot of TV either, so maybe that's my fault, right? Let's see. Christina said yes. Yum. I think we're talking about the hot cocoa. Yeah, I would think so too. Oh, I love me some rum. Oh my god. Then again, I don't drink a lot of. I'm a social drinker, so I don't buy the alcohol. Like we used to buy wine every now and then because we felt kind of fancy, but we don't really buy alcohol. So if anytime I have it, it's because I'm out with someone else, or if I go to a family member's house or something, we'll have something. But otherwise, I don't really pick it up. Because I feel like if we open it, it's gonna go bad. But can alcohol go bad? I don't know. I don't know. I like rum in my cake too. My mother had some rum cakes. It was like a stack of them, and I shared them with some coworkers and stuff. Warm it up, tastes delicious. Your water may be too hot. I'm not an expert. I just follow my friend's directions. I know she says boiling water or milk is too much. Let it cool a few minutes first. Okay, I'm gonna have to try it again because I really want to try not to buy the packaged cocoa because I really don't. We don't know what's in that bag, you know. So I'd rather just use the solid, chop it up, and do it from scratch and kind of like control the chocolate taste of it. Alcohol is whatever I have that's a dark liquor. Rum is good. I'm usually getting Mexican and South America. Okay. Red wine is not bad either. The last time I had wine was Christmas. We had a fruit wine, and it was good. A little sweet, but it was good. I mean, celebrities are like us, nosy and opinionated. That doesn't stop us. Right, you're right. I don't know, but I feel like with me, that'll stop me. You wouldn't even know I was still alive because I'd be too busy enjoying my money. You see, you haven't seen it in years. Oh, you talking about The Hand That Rocks the Cradle? That movie was crazy. That lady was on something else. But I feel like it's based maybe on a true story. I would not be surprised if somebody does that. Just in truth on a whole family. Use a double boiler and melt chocolate, add spices and a splash of milk or heavy whipping cream. Throw in a cinnamon stick. Okay. I'm going to try that. Can I switch out the heavy cream for something else? Because I've noticed, me growing up, we only drink 2% or skim milk. When I try whole milk, I feel like there's a film on the top of my mouth, and I don't like that. I'm not a really big dairy person. I'm going to have to figure out how to do it non-dairy. Let me see. Rebecca De Mornay was a shit back in the day. Wait, is that the lady that's on The Hand That Rocks the Cradle? Hold up. Rebecca De Mornay. Because she was yes! Thank you, Courtney. This lady here, y'all. Let me see. This one, The Hand That Rocks the Cradle, Unhinged. And she was in another movie called, I think, like Mother or The Mother, or something like that, where she basically like taught her children to get their lick back, revenge by any means necessary. Woo! But yes, her. Anytime I think about her, I also think about Gina. I don't know why, but both of them are synonymous as far as how they act and what they choose to act in. I miss both of them. I need them to be in a movie together, please. Okay, so I'm not the only one. I keep thinking sometimes like my what do you call it? My movie and TV tastes are just so not necessarily antiquated, but they kind of like old school 90s, early 2000s, and nobody remembers them. Celebrities stay in the limelight, causing trouble when they're promoting. You are so right. Oh my God, this Cat Williams thing. I still haven't caught up on it, but it seems like he's just He's stressing everybody out. I have never seen somebody like single-handedly take over their own interview. Never. He's very, I don't know, like he's very talented. Something about him is mysterious, and I always want to know more about him, but I'm like afraid to know more about him at the same time. He scares me. I don't think I would want to be in the same room with him. Like going toe to toe, if that makes sense. Like I don't want to have a debate with Cat Williams because I feel like he's highly intelligent. Yeah, no, but I would like to be in a room with him, just like see how does his mind work? How does he recognize talent and stuff? Because I remember they said that like there was this guy that opened up for him on some kind of show, and the guy thought that Cat Williams wasn't there, but he actually was. And then after the show, Cat said, you did a really great job. Your name is going to be all around. And I guess he helped promote him. Like he helps the people that he sees talent in. So yeah, Cat is very talented, very witty, very quick. Like I said, I wouldn't want to go toe to toe with him. Mm-mm. Christina said that her crafting room is her living room. She wished she had a separate room so she did not have to put it away. Yeah. Well, I mean, if your house is big enough, can you see whether or not you can like build out, like break down a wall and build out a separate room? My uncle did something like that for his wife when they lived in their old house. And I think they split up either the kitchen or they split up the sitting room so it can be two separate rooms. There are options. But I feel you, like you really don't want to have to take everything out and put it back up. That's why you don't see me having a lot of physical books in my videos, because who gonna put all them? I can't even talk. Who gonna put all them books back up? So you gonna get a picture every time. Nah, I'm just playing. But seriously though, I don't take a lot of books out because I know me. Those books will stay stacked in that area for I don't know how long. Just call me lazy. You know what's funny? Fun fact: lazy is one of my favorite words in Spanish. I like the way it sounds and I like the way it's spelled. I don't know why. I know when I learned it, I was like, yes, that is the word. I'm going to say it more often. Yes, I hand sew and needlepoint. Wow, but I also sew with a machine. Made the boys comfy pants with Chris. Oh, are there matching pants? Oh, I bet they feel warm too. Oh my God. I'm so excited to take that shower and then like put on my I call it my granny gown. Shout out to Mama Washington. Mama Washington, if there's anything she's going to give you, it's going to be some socks. It's going to be something to wash your hands. It's going to be, a gown. You're going to be warm. I have never been so thankful for those neck, like completely covered up, neck to ankle gowns until this winter. Like I look forward to being snuggled up and warm. But I need to get me some pajama pants. I think the last pair I had, they had like little Santas on it or something like that. I don't know why all the pajama pants I have are Christmas ones, but I don't have like just any plain ones. But that's cool. I almost never put a stuff away when cracking. My people hate it. Well, this year, show them that you can put it away. Try to put it away. I know you don't want to, but put it away. It'll make a world of difference. And look, me saying that, and I'm talking about my book stand up, but I will put my books back after a while. So like me, the longest the books will stay in like one corner would maybe be a week. And then that weekend, I take the time to put them all back. But luckily, because I moved in June of last year, all my books are still in boxes. So I haven't had the need nor the want to take the books out because I might as well wait until we have a bookshelf. Unfortunately, this new apartment, they don't have a bookshelf here, so I have to keep everything in boxes. But yeah, try to change. Show people that you can put stuff away, Lachette. Put stuff away after you craft. What they say at school? Keep your area clean. Yeah, try to do that. They watched the movie too. Which movie? Simply Irresistible? Oh no, never mind. Sorry. War Horse. That's what you're talking about. I remember now. Sorry. Mm-hmm. Why does everybody remember these people's names and I can't? Rebecca De Mornay. Oh my God. Y'all gonna have me like, since I ain't gotta go work tomorrow, I'm praying that the lights stay on because here in Texas, the power grid is janky. If it doesn't go off, I most likely will watch The Long Kiss Goodnight or Kiss the Girls Goodnight, one or the other. I forgot the title. The Gina Davis movie and the Rebecca De Mornay movie. I'm gonna have to watch it, especially The Hand That Rocks the Cradle. She did that man dirty. The man that was helping them clean not clean, but like do the house chores and stuff. And then the lady with the asthma. Oh my god. Oh, y'all got me in my feelings. Ugh. You can put dried fruits, honey, or cinnamon, even rose petals. Say what? Inside of the chocolate or the alcohol? I like rose water like by itself, but I've never had it in anything else. Yes. Love that movie. She was trying to take that woman's life. It was wild. And it's like she almost got away with it though, if you really think about it. If nobody would know any differently because she did it so well. So well. It's like who is the mama? Because I forgot. You know what? Fun fact, that was the first time I ever knew what a greenhouse was. I had never seen nothing like that before. That one scene where the greenhouse, like I think she tied it up, but she made it where it was loose. So if you take the rope out, it was gonna make the glass come down, and it did, and it almost killed that lady. Oh my god. That movie stressed me out. I don't know why I watch it. I think something about just the way she did everything was just, it was peak crazy, but I liked it. Do it without dairy milk. Water is fine. Almond milk might be good too, though. I haven't tried. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to have to try it with something that's non-dairy. Because I don't mind drinking milk, but we have a real, well, I know me. I have a really bad time like actually consuming milk in the house as well as bread. I've never been a bread person, not much of a milk person, and not much of a meat person either. So anytime I try to buy those things in the house, they end up going bad and I end up throwing them away. And I don't like wasting food. So if we do buy milk, it's usually carnation milk, canned milk. My husband likes to add milk to his tea. So that's all we do there. But I'm gonna have to try that. Or do without, but it'll be thick. Okay. I'm gonna try it. Especially now that it's still cold, I might as well try it. Yes, agree. A separate room for hobbies is a must. Otherwise, use always unpack supplies. Right. My mother, she likes to do, this is my mother, y'all. Say hi to Mama Washington. But she does planting. She has a lot of plants. She had more plants once upon a time. But growing up, I always remember her being in the yard. We always had an aloe vera plant too. I don't know if that's like a southern thing or people do that everywhere, but we always had an aloe vera plant in the backyard. She would always try to plant different trees and whatnot. And funny, one time we had a tree in the front yard that was bearing fruit like every single year, and we didn't even know what the fruit was until some lady started walking up to the tree and taking the fruit off the tree. And Mama was like, "Ma'am, why are you taking the fruit off of my tree?" And then the lady explained what kind of fruit it was and blah, blah, blah. And it's good. The fruit, I think it was called either a loquat or a kumquat. But it tastes to me kind of like sour, but the texture was a little bit like a peach in a way, I think. If I'm trying to remember correct, I know it was sour, but it was like a good sour. But the fruit would come down for a couple of, maybe a month or 2 months, something like that. And then after that, it doesn't bear any more fruit. It goes bad and then it starts over again. But yeah, my mother likes to do that. She has her sewing machine. Trying to remember, Mama, what else did you used to do for hobbies? So many things. My mother is a busybody and she's always moving. She would never stop moving. Cat getting his licks back for whatever. Right, all the time. It's like Cat Williams stay on go. He stay on ready. And I don't have that kind of energy. If you can't tell, I'm really chill. I'm one of those people that's, if we're in a room, if I know you, I'm going to talk your ear off and try to catch up with you. If I don't know you that well, then I can seem reserved because I'm going to be keeping to myself. But I'm a good time. But I don't be just starting mess just to start mess. But then again, I feel like some people do this with Cat. They want to try him, and which I think is dumb. It's have you never seen this man doing stand-up before? He can clear a room. He will find something to say about each and every person that's coming at him without having to hesitate. He's that ready. So whoever tries Cat Williams, I feel like they just called it on. They did it to themselves. Just dumb. But yes, you're right. He's getting his looks back for whatever reason. Mm-hmm. You use water too. It's basically just to make it more liquid. So even a nut milk could work. Just never tried it. I usually just use water myself, but the boys like it creamy. Okay. I wonder if it may be best if I do like half and half. So I can maybe do half water and half milk, and that'll be all right. So I may do that. And just let you all know, we're not sprinting anymore. I'm just going through the comments, catching up with you all, you know. And if you gotta go, that's okay. Just let me know and just say, "See you next week, Jaleesa." That's all you gotta say. And I'm like, "All right, all right, I got you." Cat is spitting too much truth. Yeah, but there is some shade in there too. I've been to two of his shows. Yeah, Cat. I feel like he don't hold anything back, and that's what I appreciate. At least he's being honest about the stuff that's usually going on in Hollywood. Everybody else is too busy trying to protect somebody else or cover somebody else because that somebody helped them get somewhere. Like, why are we doing this? So I appreciate him. I would really like to go to one of his shows. I feel like he may be, I don't want to say too big, but maybe he is too big to come to one of the comedy places that's over here. It's like a small area, and they usually have comedians come in, but it may, because he's such a big personality and a big comedian, he most likely needs a whole stadium, not just a small room. But I would like to go one day and see him because I think he's interesting. He gives pimp. he gives sorry. He gives pimp energy. Like he could talk you into doing things. I'm sorry. Yes, he gives pimp energy. Like he could talk you into doing things, and you are very right. And that's why I feel like people should be afraid of him. But it's like he's one of those pimps that means well. Like he's not gonna hit you, but he is gonna talk about you. Like he gonna dog you out. But no, he does. Maybe it's the hair, maybe it's the outfit. I'm not sure, or maybe it's just the tone. But yes, I agree. Maybe I could if I got rid of the dogs or the boys. Oh, you have some dogs. How many do you have? I love pets. I don't have any, but I always consider my sister's dogs and my cousin's dogs and my mother's dog as the family pets. If you got a pet and I like them, they're mine too. They're mine by extension. But no, don't get rid of the doggies. Just put your stuff away afterwards. I mean, it's just a little bit, right? Mm-hmm. Are y'all laughing at me because I'm talking about them gowns? I love my long gowns. If I had if I knew where they were, because I know I have two of them in the closet and one somewhere else, I would show you. They're long sleeves, they button up, and they're long. I feel like I have a blanket on at nighttime. I love it. Husband don't like it because he's like, why? There's so much cloth. I'm like, because I love it. Like you would understand, sir, if you would try one on too. I love me a long gown. Mm-hmm. Them good girl gowns. Yes, it sure can. Mm-hmm. I have one that's like made out of long john material too. Okay. Hand reads hardback says finished setting up my channel. By the way, this is the same account that was previously Hannah W. Why do I feel like I've seen your name before? Just switch users and photos. I'm gonna do this. Yeah, you better do it. You better do it. And then make sure that you let us know in the comments afterwards, like after this post. Go to the comment section and put your channel so we'll know where to find you at. And hopefully we'll see you around more often in like different sprints and in the comment section, and you'll be fast, bookish friends. I look forward to seeing what you produce on your channel. And if you can show me any new books that I haven't heard of, because I'm always surprised that I'm hearing about different books. I'm like, dang, it's like, are we getting new books? I know we're getting new books daily, but like how many books daily are coming out and how many books have these people have read before the books even came out, like the arcs and stuff. I'm always surprised at all the different books that are coming out. Sometimes I wish people just take a break. But it's like, how dare I ask them to take a break from writing? If they took a break from writing, we wouldn't have anything to read. But yeah, it's like literally a book for anybody out there. That's why when someone says, I can't find anything that fits me, you haven't been looking. There are books everywhere, and there are books made for everyone. You just need to try. Oh, it's snowing and sticking. Oh, don't you say snow. I feel cold just thinking about it. No, ma'am. Close the windows. Don't look outside. Yay! Hannah finished her scholarship application. You all cross your fingers that she gets this $5,000 scholarship. She had to do 3 different essays for it, so she better get it, right? Right. And I apologize. If those are your pronouns, let me know. Because I know I keep saying she, but I'm going based on the picture that I see. So let me know. Yeah, everybody's congratulating Hannah. Our hands reads hardbacks. Mom, if you're still here, Lachette said hello. As I look over to my so Lachette, you have aloe plants too. Okay, I thought it was just us. And you know, aloe has a lot of properties. You can drink it, you can eat it. I used to put it on my hair sometimes. I really need to get back to doing that, but I had a hard time washing it out of my hair afterwards. But it's a good conditioner. We would put it on like burns or cuts and stuff. It helps heal. It's better than the stuff that you buy in the store. I know sometimes people say buy that, what's it called? Late Lily of the Earth, Lady of the Earth, some Lily of the Valley, one of them. No, get you an aloe vera plant, go plant it and use that. Has so many uses. Okay, kumquat. Okay, because I always get confused. I think one of them looks like a small orange, so maybe that was the loquat. But yeah, kumquat and loquat. I've had both, but the one that was on our tree must have been the kumquat. Thank you, Christina, because my memory is bad. Okay, Christina, are you love? Bye, Christina. I know I keep going and going. Thank you for stopping, boy. Stopping, boy. That's how you know I need to stop. The tongue is getting tired. Bye, Christina. I'll see you next week. Okay, you have a good one. Oh, I forgot. So my mother does make goat milk soap. Yes, soap making. I enjoy her tea tree oil soap that has poppy seeds in it. I think I've had the lemon peel soap and the orange one as well. But yes, she makes goat milk soap. And Nima spells amen backwards. Amen. Mama said glory. Okay, Mama responded back to Lachette or Scarlet Moon Creations. She said she has. She's still here. She says she has 3 dogs. One of my sisters, though, we also have a cat. You know how I feel about the turtle. I love turtles. I wish that I could be around cats, but I think I have allergy to them. Because I had a friend who had like 4 of them, and anytime I would go to her house, I had a hard time breathing. My eyes would be puffy, and she would have to put them in a separate room. So, but I enjoy dogs. I like looking at cats, and I enjoy turtles as well. If I could, I'd have a fish tank with turtles and fish, or maybe like separate, because I don't think they should mix like that. It may eat the fish up. But yes, I love turtles. She said, love the long flannel. Yes, long gowns. Oh, the long gown gang is in the chat. She said she has a fleece one that is a bag with little holes for my feet. It makes the bathroom tricky, but so cozy. I never thought about that. I feel like I'm going to be telling all my business, but I'm one of those people that I would just take off the entire gown to use the restroom. I'm not about to be hiking up nothing to go to the restroom. Not in my own house. I'm not doing that. Okay. Okay, I was right. So, yes, she heard. Okay, thank you. Because I'm like, I don't want to be offending nobody. Got to be careful. Because I wouldn't want anybody doing that to me, especially like when it comes to my name or, just me as a person. Because, I get a little hair here sometimes and people may think, is she a man? No, not a man. I'm a woman. I just happen to have some facial hair. And that is normal because I'm not the only one. You all just don't know. You have to always educate people. And it gets tiring sometimes, but it doesn't bother me. So thank you for letting me know. Get that money. Yes, Hannah, get that money because if you don't get it, somebody else will. Amen. Amen. Okay. I think she's saying yep to when I was talking about the aloe. Christine said she has an aloe plant named Al. Yeah, we didn't name our plants. Not that I know of. I feel like my mama maybe did name some of her plants, but yeah, we always had aloe. Oh, aloe and ivy plants. I feel like Mama, She may be I don't know if she's still here, but she'll tell you all whether or not she still has an aloe plant that, or it's like a flower, I think, that came from my aunt that passed away from breast cancer. I forget. It's been a while, but certain plants you can keep them for years. And she's not the only person I know of that's done that. I have a girl that I used to tutor. Her mother used to talk about how long she's had an ivy plant, and it's a long plant, very long. They had to actually cut it down a little bit because it just keeps growing. It just keeps on growing. It's a beautiful plant. I don't have a green thumb. My mother gave me some succulents one time, and they didn't last. And they're supposed to be difficult to kill. I am so sorry. Maybe when I get a home, I'll be more serious about it. But right now, I don't have it. Thank you all for the positive energy and motivation, as well as the wonderful sprints. Hoping to see you all around. Yes, and we hope to see you around, Hannah. I know if you come to this sprint, you can come to the next one next Monday, and then the one on the 29th. I know Courtney's doing sprints as well. She usually does hers on Tuesday and Thursdays. But I know she's also doing extra ones too for Boot Camp Readathon. And then there's a host of other people. I know they have schedules. I just found out, like, I'm new to this as far as the YouTube arena when it comes to sprints. I had no clue it was like this serious. And I don't know if it's because I was kind of like out of the loop in a way when it came to the pandemic. I was just going to other people's sprints, so I didn't know that there were people that were literally sprinting all day. Like, I ain't never heard of somebody doing it for 8 hours or 12 hours. I don't have the energy. I how do I say this without sounding like a butt? There's other things that I want to do in 8 hours. And that doesn't include being in front of the TV, the computer screen, unless I'm getting a paycheck. You feel me? So maybe when I get to that level, I will, but 8 to 12 hours, that's a long time. Mm-mm. Kudos to those that do it. And no judgment if you do, Hannah. I'll be there, but not for the whole 8 to 12 hours, though. Okay, so Mama's still here. Mommy, you still up? It's late. What's today, Monday? Okay, yeah, today is Monday. I thought today was Saturday. I was like, you got church tomorrow. You should be in bed. I don't know if Trisha is still here. Christina came back. I'm sorry, Christina. We're almost there, I think. I'm going to have to cut it off pretty soon. Because, I can keep going on and on. Y'all want to match my energy? We can keep going, because I am known to have a conversation with my sisters for 3 to 4 hours, and it don't feel like it at all. Aloe lives forever. Sometimes I neglect them, but they've been living for years and still making. Yeah, see, I feel like aloe is like one of those, like, just they're almost, I don't want to call them a cockroach of plants, but roaches can live through, that's what they say. They can live through a nuclear war. So I feel like aloe is maybe a little bit like that. Like, it never will go away, no matter how bad you treat it. It's always going to be there for you, and it's always going to give you the benefits that it needs to give you. I love me some. If I had like I have a patio, I just don't use it the way I should. But if I had the patience to actually go and plant stuff, I would. I just have this thought in my head that anytime I have plants and they're in the house, it's going to attract bugs, and I don't do bugs. So I'm going to have to wait till I get a yard. Do what Scarlet Moon Creation said, y'all. Hit the like button, please. It don't take that much energy. You just, you move your mouse or your finger and you just ding. Christina said, hubby and I are allergic to cats too. But she moved in one day and now we have a cat. Wait, so like, do you just take allergy pills daily or something? Because I couldn't. I would not be able to sleep if I can't breathe, with my nose. I have to breathe out of my mouth if I had a cat. But like, I have so many questions. Like, how do you live with a cat and you still have allergies? Like, do you just make sure you vacuum regularly and dust and all that stuff? Because, they shed a lot of hair unless you have a cat do they have hypoallergenic cats? These are the kind of questions that need answers. I know I cut myself off, but like, I ask these kind of questions on Google randomly throughout the day. That's what it's starting to feel like. But yeah, how do you do that? Because I don't know if I could. I want a dog so bad. We were waiting to get our house first. Yes, I refuse. I refuse to pay a pet deposit. Say that loud and clear for the people in the back, because I'm the same way. That pet deposit is like what, $300 to $500? Lord have mercy. But then on top of that, like, I want to be able to choose when I pick up my animal's poo. So what I mean by that is, like, over here they be watching and stuff, like, make sure you throw it in a certain trash can. When I have a yard, I can wait until it dries and I can pick it up that way. I don't want you picking up fresh, hot poo. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, I feel you. I want to wait till we get a house. I'm trying to get my husband around the idea of getting one, because he's like, no, because then you'll have to take it for a walk and stuff. And I'm telling him, like, not every dog needs to be walked, do they? I said, if we walk it, we can just walk in the backyard. We don't have to walk around the neighborhood and stuff. He's like, well, we'll think about it, because I would like to have a fur baby. I want to have my children and the fur baby. I want to have both, and I want them to have somebody to play with and somebody to show them responsibility. So yeah, I'm with you. I want a dog, but just not in this apartment, because it's already expensive just living here. And especially like location, it's too much. Yeah, that is normal. You can't hike it up. You have to take it off. Sorry, we're talking about the long gowns, and you all forgot. But yes, I don't hike it up. I just take it off, because it's too much cloth to be dealing with. But yes, that's what I do. OGTO been around making babies for over 15 years. Wow. So you've had your aloe plant for 15 years? Whoa, Mama, if you're still here, let us know how long you had yours, because I feel like she brought that same aloe plant from the house that I grew up in. I have a feeling. I wouldn't be surprised. Christina says she names all of her plants. What? You're going to have to like tell us all their names. Actually, they're named after our dearly departed and people have passed that we admire. Our biggest plant is Betty. Oh my God, Christina, I'm trying not to cry. I think I'm going to cry. I'm trying not to. My mother actually has some plants that she's named after all of her sisters that have passed. And so that's why this comment in particular is making me tear up a little bit, because I thought it was just us. But yeah, she had some flower beds. I don't know if she took them with her when she moved, but she has different flowers. No, take it back. She gave them to my cousin to take care of. And each of the flowers are named after her sisters that have passed on, as well as herself and her sister that is currently still alive. My mother is one of 9. So yeah. Oh, that touched my heart. You've made me cry today. How dare you? Hands retard book says, I saw that Vanessa read with Dr. B. Yes, has a spreadsheet. I am so excited. I am excited for you. I was going to put my name on there, and I was like, I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet. I don't feel that I'm comfortable enough when it comes to doing sprints. I mean, as you can see, like my current setup right now, it's not as fancy nor as fast or as clear as I would want it to be. So when I get my head right, or not head, but my setup right, then I may do it. But I look forward to seeing what you have. I'm going to make sure that I subscribe to your channel, since you said that it's already created and everything, so we can keep up with you. You all go ahead, support. We are a ecosystem here. You said I can't speak English today. We are an ecosystem here. So we want to make sure we help each other out, we support each other, and then make sure that everybody's channels gets in the right, bookish sphere. Yes, that's what we're going to call it. So go ahead, support. I look forward to seeing what kind of sprint you're going to have. Hopefully not like mine, where it's going off the hinges. And it's a little bit more structured. I've been to one of Vanessa's. I know I've been to a couple of Vanessa's. I'm like, wow, like how does she do it? I'm pretty sure, it takes time and practice to get to that point, but I'm so excited to see what you have in store. And I'm even more, I'm actually not even want to say surprised, but I think I'm very just proud and trying to find another adjective. Proud and I don't have another word. You all can fill in the blank of Vanessa for putting this together as far as like that spreadsheet, because I don't think my mind would never have went that in that direction. Just to make sure that everybody is given a fair chance when it comes to the sprints and whatnot, because there are people sprinting all day, sometimes at the same time. So it's nice of her to do that. Like I said, I look forward to seeing you on that list or seeing your sprints. Oh yeah, see, she got she made me cry. uh, no, I am loving it. Courtney said goodbye. Courtney said she can't hang no more. Bye, Courtney. Yeah, we're gonna get out here pretty soon. What time is it? I don't know. It's like 10:48 here. So thanks for the sprints. You're very welcome. I know I only gave you all two. I gave you all maybe I think 3 or 4 last time. I'm gonna try to do that again, but because I was running late, we only had time for two. Good night, Courtney. Everybody saying good night. Keep moving. Yes, even if it's late, keep moving. Lift your legs up. Do some scissor legs. You can do it with your hands as well. You can do a little T tap like I'm doing right now. You know, keep on moving because this is what Boot Camp Readathon. Gotta go. All right. Good night. That's Kiana. Christina, we sneeze and cough. So how can you tell whether or not it's allergies or if you're sick? I think I have a hard time. She has a blue Russian, so it's not as bad until she switches to tail. You know, cats can be a little bit rude. I feel like they know too much, and that's the reason why I don't have them. Because they do some things. They knock down stuff, scratch up things. It's like they have a long memory, you know. Wilma says aloes make great household healing agents. Yes, they do. Very, very good. Multi-purpose plants. Long gone and sexy. Yes, sexy love. Sexy lady and Courtney just left. They said it's late, y'all. Jaleesa, we gotta go. Okay, Lachette says, yeah, that's the oldest one I have. I bought them in the grocery store. Oh, okay. 15 years is a long time. Yeah, I think it would have lasted at my house maybe a month or two because I forget to water it or something. Yes. Okay, so yes, Christina's telling Hannah to check out the spreadsheet. Oh, okay, I forgot. Yes, Christina, I feel like I was trying to remember like who was the person that does it with her. So Christina also manages the spreadsheet and to help find new sprinters. Oh, okay. Well, I am proud of you. I was trying to find a second word besides proud, but I couldn't. But yes, I am proud of you all for putting it together because at one point in time when I was following people, I kept wondering like how is anybody supposed to know when all these sprints are happening? It's just so much going on at one time. So that spreadsheet makes it where everything is in one place. And, you know, if there's a time that somebody is free to do, no, not free to, but free to attend one, they can do so. So that's what I really enjoy about the spreadsheet. I almost signed up, like I said, but I'm in my way because I feel like I'm not there yet. But one day I will sign up on that spreadsheet. Okay. Hannah said, thank you so much. Christina, oh, thank you, Christina. I'm trying. But the quality is not where I want it to be, but I'm going to keep trying. And I'm thankful for this opportunity to sprint and co-host with the other Boot Camp Readathon co-hosts. Because if I wasn't, and I even asked, if I would not have said yes, I don't think I ever would have done any sprints on my channel. So it feels good. It feels good. Okay, so there's a good night, Courtney. We're about to wrap it up. Good night, Kiana. Mama Washington says, I'm sorry, Mama. Wilma Washington said good night. And we made it to the last. Oh, wait. Oh, thanks. I appreciate all of you that do sprint. We are on the spectrum here, and sprints literally help us stay focused and get. Yes, they do. They do. They help us get stuff done. I got to the 40% mark of my book. I'm pretty sure when I go do a sprint tomorrow with somebody, I may be finished with this book. As if I don't finish it tonight. with this book here. And not only that, is it makes it where we have like this community thing going on where everybody's getting to know each other. We're suggesting books to each other. It's all about, for me, it feels like a networking, but it's like on another level. Hope I'm making sense. But no, I really do appreciate you all getting that spreadsheet together. I can't thank you all enough because you all opened my eyes. When I said I had no idea, I had no idea it was that involved. I was like, wow, like they have a spreadsheet with days and people and times. Wow. And I felt ashamed at the same time because like I pride myself on being part of the bookish community for so long. Like I've been around in these bookish streets supporting others and whatnot, and had no clue. So yes, thank you again. You and Vanessa, 2 thumbs up. Okay, yes, good night. Good night. Good night. I'm still here. I'm about to go pretty soon. Because I know everybody's like peeping out, like, oh, Jaleesa, we gotta go. Yeah. Also, we watch less TV because we put them up there too. Oh, yeah. Oh, wait. So you're saying that instead of you using, because most of the time I use either my cell phone or I use my Nintendo Switch, you put the sprints on your television so it makes it where you're watching less other television. Okay, that makes sense. I feel like, one, I'm always about saving money. That would save a lot of money from streaming. I feel like nowadays you don't even need a streaming service. Just use YouTube. But yes, you're very right. I remember one time I was really into sprinting. I want to say it was maybe 2022. No, not 2022. It was 2020 or 2021. And I got so much reading done. I think that was a year I read over 100-something books. But I haven't done that in a while. And I'm not sure why. I don't know if it's because the people that I usually follow stopped doing sprints, or if it's because they had sprints and it was more, how here now we're talking for a longer amount of time. At that point, it seemed like they no longer were sprinting. It was more like a hangout. And I'm like, okay, well, you got to make a balance, like at least fit in one sprint. If you're not going to do one sprint, and then just call it a hangout because it's not a sprint anymore. But that's just my little quibble. Not a big deal. I feel I did it. I made it to the end of the comments. I know I didn't read some of them above, but I feel like they were irrelevant because most of the people left from up there. But it does not mean I didn't see them. I did. And I wish they were still here because I would have responded. But we have one more comment and then we're gonna wrap it up. Oh, wait, wrap it up. I can veg on the couch forever, but sprint on the TV, I have to get up and do something. Right. You have to get up and do something. You can't just sit there and I mean, if you want to, you can sit there and look at the screen, but we'd rather you not. We want you to get up and go and do something. So I know it's getting late. I'm gonna let you all go. Speaking of getting up and doing something, I'm gonna finish this tea, go take my shower, and try to stay warm. You all stay warm out there too. I know it's cold in most areas. Take care of yourselves. Wow, losing the ability to speak. Take care of yourselves. And I will see you all next week. I will be here at 7:00 p.m., hopefully on time next time, and not rushing like I'm crazy. Next week on the 22nd, I will be sprinting at 7:00. It will be 2 to 3 hours possibly. It depends on you all. So maybe what I'll do is I'll be a little bit more vigilant in making sure that I do a community post to let you all know that it will be coming up. And I may also do a survey or a poll just to ask you all, how do you want it to be set up so that we can make sure that everybody is getting exactly what they want when they come over here to my channel for sprints. Again, thank you for joining me. I appreciate each and every one of you all for hanging out with me and getting some sprints done, moving your body a little bit here and there because it is the Boot Camp Readathon. And before you leave, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to, when you leave a comment, let me know what you are reading for this Boot Camp Readathon because I feel like that's not discussed enough. So I really would like to know. Maybe you can put something on my radar that I haven't seen before. All right, that's the last thing I'm going to say. I'm going to let you all go. Goodbye. Have a blessed one. Drink your water. Mind the business is yours. And continue reading beyond the book's cover. Bye.